They are poised to get their 10th victory of the season. For Detroit, they've got 26 first downs. Jared Goff comes to the line of scrimmage under center, takes a knee. He's going to have to do that. He probably won't have to do that again. Nope. Timing of the play signals that that's going to be the last play of the ball game. Indianapolis on offense in the second half, very, very sluggish. When you factor in penalties, the net yardage of offense for the Colts in the second half, just 67 yards of total offense for the Colts past halftime. And with Goff's knee, that's going to be the final play of the game, and the Lions win it over the Colts. Final score today here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Week 12. It's the Detroit Lions 24 and the Indianapolis Colts 6. The Colts didn't score a point past halftime. The Colts didn't score an offensive touchdown. And Detroit cruises to a relatively easy win here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Both teams are shaking hands on the field. The Lions with their 9th straight victory. The Colts fall back to 5-7 on the season. We'll come back and wrap it up and get you ready for the Fifth Quarter Huddle postgame call-in show with Greg Regstraw and Bill Brooks. We'll have that in just a moment. Our final thoughts on this one when we come back. You're listening to...
For the Raiders defense, it has been a struggle the last few weeks. They are undermanned. What do they have to do against Bo Nix?
I think Tyree Wilson said it best when he was talking to Tim Cates. The fact is they've got to win on first down. You've got to prevent positive plays more than 2 yards on first down to put them behind the sticks to give your defensive rush a chance to get to Bo Nix.
He had a sack last week, his second of the season, as the Raiders now coming out of the tunnel, and they're going to go through the tunnel of Raiderettes on the field, and then we'll get this introduction going. Blake, the other part of it, too, they had a lot of tackles for loss last week, almost double figures.
Right.
But in the last 3 games, the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Dolphins, those 3 teams, like, are 66% conversion on third down.
Still picking on the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Got to find something, and it's going to be harder having being depleted in the secondary. What Patrick Graham's going to decide to play, what type of coverages, because the middle of the field has been wide open all season.
And it'll also be interesting, Divine Diablo, who has played well this year, but has also battled through injuries. Like last week, he only played 68% of the defensive snaps, his lowest of the season. There was a lot more Amari Burney. We saw some Amari Gaynor. We saw no Tommy Eichenberg on the defensive side. I wonder if that changes today.
I think it has to out of necessity. They're depleted. Secondary's depleted. You got to have all bodies on deck. So I didn't see it on the inactive list, but you definitely got to need all your defense out there. It's really thin.
We will see what happens today as the Raiders are now on the sideline. No individual introductions today, just the team, as they're trying to snap a 6-game skid. The Broncos and the Raiders, Week 12. It is coming up next. We step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Raiders football is brought to you by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Experience world-class gaming at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Must be 21 and over to enter. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. Forts Water, the official water of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Karma Automotive, the official luxury EV vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Kaloa Rum Company. Taste the spirit of aloha. Kaloa Rum, the official ultra-premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Drink responsibly.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure for businesses of all shapes and sizes, from the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law. As a lawyer, my job is to separate facts from fiction. Naqvi Injury Law doesn't charge its clients a single penny until we win and collect you a check. And our firm will never take more money than you. And since Nevada law says you may have to pay the other side's fees and costs in the event of a loss, it's all the more important to find an experienced lawyer with a no-win, no-fee guarantee. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Las Vegas Raiders football.
Inside Allegiant Stadium, some trickle of empty seats around this building. It's a weird feeling here inside of Allegiant Stadium because you've got a team that badly wants to snap a skid. They think they're going to start turning things around, but they've got to put it on the field. Opposite a team Link that headed into this year really not sure what they would look like in terms of the Broncos. And here we are heading to week 12 again. They haven't had their bye yet, but Denver's making a strong push towards December for the playoffs.
Well, Jason, I've always said Denver's eventually going to figure it out. The Raiders had the luxury over the last couple of years of being able to own the Broncos. It's a different team, different, as you mentioned, different circumstances in the opening that forced these two teams in different directions. So they've got to find a way to get it right, no doubt.
All right, it is the NFL Salute to Service initiative. We are there. That has been an honoring veterans all around the league, and of course those who serve in the month of November every single year. And in honor of the NFL Salute to Service initiative, a distinguished veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps lighting the Al Davis Memorial Torch as we speak, Merrill Franklin Adams, who served as a Skyhawk pilot during the Vietnam War, is a longtime Raiders fan. He is the grandfather of a current Raiderette, and the two of them linked to our left are set to light that Al Davis torch.
Yeah, that's all right. That's special. I'm a military brat. My dad was a career Navy man. My brother, career Air Force man. So I'm proud of this country's military.
Mr. Adams won the Bronze Star Medal, the Navy and the Marine Corps Commendation Medal, so a decorated war veteran. And the torch is lit. And it is not lit in the traditional orange flame link that we see normally. It is lit in the red, white, and blue.
That's a nice touch.
Which is a great touch. To our left in the 200 level that hangs above this stadium. So here we go. The Raiders and the Broncos. We're going to get the coin toss here in a second and then get things going. We'll have a commemorative coin today as well for Salute to Service Week. And look, we've talked about this. Raiders were in that ball game last week in Miami. The defense not able to make plays in the second half. See how they come out today against the Broncos.
Like I said, it's going to be tough sledding, especially the way with all the confidence that this quarterback and this group of receivers have been playing with this offense lately for the Broncos. It's going to be a tough sledding out today.
And they crushed the Falcons last week, 38-6. Ronald Torbert is our referee today, a Michigander. Great people in the state of Michigan. That's what you call the folks from Michigan.
Really? Michigander?
Yeah, we're Michiganders. We go downstairs. The white hat is Ronald Torbert.
Good afternoon, captains. Welcome to today's game. Here's the coin that we will toss. The NFL shield is heads. My number 62 is tails. Denver, you are the visitors today. What's your call? Tails is the call. Tails is the call. It is tails. Denver has won the toss, deferred their choice to the second half. You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick? Please flip around.
All right, so the Raiders will turn to our right, and they will receive the ball going right to left. And Lincoln's not, we talked a lot about the depletions on defense. It's going to be a very different looking offense in the backfield with Gardner Minshew. No Zamir White today. He is out with a quad injury. No Alexander Madison. Remember, he was carted off last week in Miami. He is out today with an ankle injury. So it's Amir Abdullah in his 9th year, and then Dylan Laube, who has one Raiders snap. It was a fumble in week 6, and Sincere McCormick a record setter at UTSA who has never played in an NFL game, elevated today off the practice squad.
Yeah, like I said, all hands on deck today. You're going to be running back by committee, no doubt, but more importantly, you got to try to find a way to establish the run against the stingy Bronco defense.
Raiders this year last in the NFL at 75 yards per game on the ground. We have had 60 yards rushing or less 3 straight games, 6 times this year. Can they change that with some unlikely sources? We'll find out as Will Lutz is teeing it up at the 35 for our opening kickoff, brought to you by Modelo. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, market for fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Dylan Laube is back deep to receive, so he might get that touch right away. DJ Turner also in the end zone to our right. TV camera is holding. They are waiting for this thing to get going. They wind their arms. We are ready here inside Allegiant Stadium, where the Broncos have not won a game. See if the Raiders can keep that streak going here today. Lutz is lined up directly behind the football. He hasn't angled off just yet. And now he shifts over to his left to get his angle and to boot this thing away left to right for the Broncos. And their head coach, Sean Payton, he's got his right leg into it as a high end over end. Laube is under it, and he takes a knee 2 yards into the end zone. Ooh, looked like he was anxious to come on out there, but he does not. So Gardner Minshew, Link, coming off maybe his best game as a Raider. 30 of 43 for 282, his most passing yards this year, also his most passing attempts. Coming out on the year, 67%. Only 1 interception the last 3 games. That is huge. And it came at the end last week when they were already down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and then they're looking at this offensive line. We're going to go with the same combination as you mentioned that started last week in Miami. Let's see if they can build upon what they were able to do and do better.
Jordan Meredith has been starting the last 4 games. He starts at left guard today. Dylan Parham back at right guard, and DJ Glaze, the rookie, at right tackle. Brock Bowers on the left side of the line. 1st and 10 on the 30. Minshew fumbles the snap, and he falls back on top of it in between the hash marks at the 27. Amir Abdullah was right there, but the first play is a bad one, and they'll have to regroup.
I think Gardner pulled out a little too early, and when I saw him try to take the snap, he didn't get it totally in his hands. So JPJ's got to get that ball up, and he's got to sit in there and wait for him to deliver it.
All right, so they avoid disaster, no turnover.
But it's a loss.
It is a loss of 3. The Broncos today without Zach Allen, who is having a Pro Bowl year, their defensive end. Number 2 in the NFL in pressures at 52. But he is out today. They do have Nick Bonito, who's 2nd in the NFL in sacks with 9. Bowers motions over to the right, 2nd and 13. Minshew's going to throw it out to Bowers. He's open at the 30. Down the sideline, 35. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They pick up 8 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll mark him out at the 34. It's 3rd down and 6.
Good sign with a 2-man route coming in. Actually, 3-man route combination where Brock Bowers runs to the flat. And with Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker out there clearing out the space. Good positive yard, sets up a manageable 3rd down situation.
Brock Bowers, 13 catches last week, an NFL rookie tight end record. 70 catches into the game. 2nd most ever by a player through 10 games, behind only Puka Nakua's 71 last year. Minshew on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz off his back foot. Wide open man at the 40 near side. 45-50 Jacoby into Broncos territory. And Myers brought down by P.J. Locke at the 49-yard line. They pick up 17 yards. He was wide open on a near crossing route. 1st and 10 Raiders.
They ran the same combination on the play before, went to Brock Bowers. This time to go to Jacoby Myers. Another pick situation. Need to do more of this because the Broncos want to play a lot of man.
Levi Wallace, their backup corner, was just left in the dust as the 2 men on that side went deep. So a 3rd down pickup to start the ball game. Looks good. Right there in the shield. 2 minutes gone by opening quarter. Minshew in the shotgun. He brings DJ Turner in motion. He's now behind him like a pistol. Takes the snap. Fakes the pitch in the backfield, and Minshew just chucks it at the feet of his offensive lineman.
Trying to get a screen.
But Link, DJ Turner wasn't by the offensive lineman, and I wonder if that's grounding because he was still in the pocket and the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage, and there was no man in the area.
I thought there was Abdullah in the area. I thought there was Amir was down close to the offensive line. I thought I saw him.
Now maybe
I could be wrong, but there was no flag.
There was no flag. So 2nd down and 10. It was a fun design that did not work. Abdullah to the left of Minshew in the shotgun. Turner again motions into the backfield. This time he keeps going. Shotgun, throws out the screen to Abdullah. He's got the 50, makes a move across the 45, and he's brought down at the Broncos' 42-yard line. on the numbers, so they pick up 7 yards. Sternad made the tackle for the Broncos. 3rd down and 2.5 here for the Raiders on the opening drive of the game.
Well, Gardner uses that ghost motion that goes over the back of him to see if it's man or zone. Understanding that it's man, he goes right away to Abdullah, gets the ball to him, gets a positive yards, sets up another manageable 3rd down.
Abdullah has been in the backfield the entire drive. Nobody else. He's still there as well. They break the huddle. 3 men out to the right. 3rd down. Minshew back to throw. Floats over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brock Bowers, streaking left to right, and they had Pat Surtain in coverage. It was tight coverage, and the Raiders are going to send out the punt team from the Broncos 42 on the opening drive.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not a big fan. I think the Raiders are going to have to take some chances. You're going to have to go for it in a 4th down territory when your offense is struggling. And that's what I expected. I expected Surtain, who's their best corner, to cover Brock Bowers in those situations.
Remember, last week it was Jalen Ramsey who was covering Brock Bowers a lot last week. So Marvin Mims, last year's Pro Bowler, last year a rookie out of Oklahoma, is back deep to receive. His toes are on the Broncos 10-yard line. A.J. Cole gets it. End over end, angles to the near sideline. Mims calls for the fair catch, and he makes it over his right shoulder at the 10-yard line, which is where the Broncos will take over. So it's a 32-yard punt, and Denver will start on its own 10-yard line. We step aside here in the first. 12:09 to go. We're scoreless. You're listening to Raiders football.
Welcome to the new house of Silver and Black, Jack. Boyd Gaming is now a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And there's one motto: just win, baby. Because with Boyd, every day is game day. And everybody is a fan. Orleans, Suncoast, Fremont, and the Boyd family of casinos. Where the Raiders want to be. Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 800-522-4700.
Raider Nation. Buffalo Wild Wings has partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders to offer you free wings this football season with a promotion called Sacks for Wings. Anytime the Raiders get 2 or more sacks, you win 6 free wings with a $10 minimum spend. Sacks for Wings is valid the following 3 days after each qualifying game at all 10 Buffalo Wild Wings locations throughout the greater Las Vegas metro area. Enjoy award-winning wings and every football game all season long at Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of the Raiders.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community one cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority-owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high-quality, made-from-scratch, gooey, melts-in-your-mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we're sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2024 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
So Raiders, some nice plays on the opening drive, but they punt away, and the Broncos will take over just outside their 10. 12:09 to go, first quarter, scoreless ball game. Bo Nix, the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. The rookie out of Oregon was 28 of 33 last week against the Falcons for 307 and 4 touchdowns. I think he was the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to have a 300-yard passing day with 4 touchdowns, completing 80% of his passes.
Well, he is special, and I'm hoping that the Raiders can relive the last moment that he played here in the Pac-12 championship against my Dogs when they lost. So hoping they can give him that type of turnout today. That
was a loss against Washington. He begins in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the right, and he sends Troy Franklin, his Oregon teammate, out to the left. He's going to throw. The Raiders bring a blitz off his back foot. He's lobbing down the far sideline looking for Franklin. He's spinning around, and he can't find it. Ball's incomplete on the far sideline at the 45 to Camryon Richardson, the Raiders' 4th-round pick link, who's getting the start at corner today opposite Jack Jones with the injury to Jacorian Bennett. And the Raiders have 3 safeties to start. It's Isaiah Polomau, Trayvon Merrick, and then Thomas Harper, the rookie out of Notre Dame.
Yeah, the 3 safety look that they like to use is usually what teams like to run against. I'm surprised that the Broncos came out throwing, but Patrick Graham brought a blitz that last play, forced the ball out of Bo Nix's hands very early.
Remember, Bo Nix was 19 of 27 in week 5 against the Raiders. They were down by 10 points, and then they scored 34 unanswered. Raises his right leg. He's in the shotgun. They're going to throw again. He's looking out to the right. There's some pressure. He escapes the pocket. Out to the left. Throws against his body. Open man, and it's caught at the far sideline, 32-yard line. Devon Vele, the rookie out of Utah, 7th-round pick. He's been coming on late. He got open, and he's out to the 33 for a pickup of 22 yards.
Well, it's impossible to protect that long. I mean, and to get a rush on the quarterback and not get to him because there are too many holes. And then Bo Nix used his legs to extend the play. And threw it to Vele on the sideline for a big game.
He hasn't been running as much of late. Only 10 rushing yards in 3 of the last 4 games, but obviously scramble ability. Clean pocket, dumps it near side, batted down.
Hands.
Great hands by the rookie, Jonah Laulu, the rookie 7th-round pick originally by the Colts out of Oklahoma, linked a Las Vegas native. And Patrick Graham talked about him this week. They love what he's putting on practice film, and he's playing a lot of football the last few weeks.
Well, you know, aside from Max Crosby, it's really hard to shine, and no one does it better than Adam Butler and those other guys. Malcolm Butler, those guys, they're not playing. Malcolm's not playing today, or Adam's not playing today. It's interesting to see, Jason, if Max Crosby can get off of the double teams and get into maybe Tyree Wilson is going to have a big game today.
Yeah, obviously, Malcolm Kuntz not playing, been on IR. Adam Butler right next to Max Crosby, who's on the right side. They're going to run it on 2nd and 10. Big hole up the middle, across the 40. Javonte Williams driving defenders. He picks up 9 yards, but there is a flag down thrown in the backfield. Javonte Williams had over 100 yards from scrimmage back in week 5, just 1 of 2 times this year, but this is coming back.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty. It'll be second down.
That's the veteran right tackle, Mike McGlinchey. And he was lined up opposite Tyree Wilson. Matt Crosby had gone over the left tackle.
On the left side, yeah, over Bowles. Yeah, well, that's a good play for the Raiders defense. Let's see if they can capitalize that. Now they're back to the Broncos. They can't give up that many rush yards. That first rush was not a good sign for the defense, in my opinion.
Raiders' rush defense has gotten better as the year's gone on. It was rough the first few weeks, but down to 15th in the league, giving up 125 yards a game. It was a gaping hole as the Broncos spread them out on 2nd down and 20. Nix in the gun. It's a draw play. Williams cuts back into the hole across the 25 out to the 30, and he's spun down by Polamalu. Again, Laulu chasing him down, but Javonte Williams picks up 7 yards. Lincoln, again, the draw play, it looked like it wasn't a big hole, and he's able to make some moves, and all of a sudden it's 7 yards.
Yeah, and then the next, sets up a manageable situation. 3rd and long is not necessarily easy, but you got to have a rush. You got to play coverage in the back end and get to Bo Nix quickly.
It is 3rd and 12. 3 receivers out to the left. They're going fast. Nix, Crosby looks like he's being held. He throws over the middle, and it's caught. Cortland Sutton out to the 46 on an in route. Got in front of Richardson, and they pick up 16 for a first down. Max Crosby was driving right through, and from up here, again, we're in the 4th level. But McGlinchey's got his arm all over his shoulder.
But the only way they're going to call holding is if the jersey is extended. Sometimes you can get away with hooks like that because Max Crosby is still making progress to the quarterback on the replay.
Nix going fast down the near sideline, and it's incomplete. Again, it's Franklin, this time on the right side. Jack Jones was in coverage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Bo Nix has opened this game 2 of 5, but the 2 completions, Link, have been big throws for chunk plays.
I am definitely paying attention to Jack Jones. I know what it's like to play in this game with a bad back. He is walking gingerly to try to cover some of those speedy receivers on the Broncos side. He's going to have a full day.
And again, if he can't play, there's no Hobbs, there's no Bennett.
Yeah.
It's Darnay Holmes, who's been playing in the slot, and he's out on the field right now in the slot. And then after that, Sam Webb and Caillou Blue Kelly. Kelly has only played 1 career game. It was last year with the Packers. Franklin motions right to left, 2nd down and 10. 5 minutes into this opening quarter. Run to Williams, trying the left side. He's tripped up in the backfield. Tyree Wilson, the initial hit. And then it's Darnay Holmes who tracks him down outside the numbers. He picked up 1, but a nice play by Tyree Wilson to get his ankles and hold him up for the corner.
When you don't have a guy like Nate Hobbs in, it's really hard not to miss him. But, you're doing as best you can. When your nickel has to fill in and be run support like an additional safety in the box.
3rd down for the Broncos. They're on their own 48-yard line right there in the A and Raiders. Nix talks to his line. 2 receivers out to the left. Cortland Sutton's in the slot. Shotgun. Raiders bring a blitz. He steps up. Now he escapes out to the right. Nix looking downfield off his back foot. Globs and almost picked off at the 30. Jack Jones got in front of Lil Jordan Humphrey. They were both streaking to the near sideline. He threw it up into dangerous territory, and the Raiders defense gets off the field.
Good coverage on the back end by the secondary. Really tight man coverage, and of course the blitz coming. Pressure. Jack Jones gets away with a little bit of a grab that wasn't called, but there was a hold in the backfield that wasn't called on the Broncos too. So Good no calls by the ref.
You know, Jack Jones was mad that they didn't call a penalty on Humphrey for offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
But he's lucky because he spun Humphrey around to go the other direction.
True story, right?
So Riley Dixon, who has completed 3 passes in his career, 2 of them were 2 years ago, set to punt it away. Turner is waiting for it at the 8-yard line. It is not a fake, it is a punt. And Turner walks up to the 10, waves his right arm. Now he backpedals, and he basket catches the fair catch at the 8-yard line on the right hash mark. So that is where the Raiders will take over. 9:09 to go, first quarter. Both teams to drive, both teams to midfield, both teams with punts. We step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's Jerry Robinson here. Want to take your Raiders pride, poise, and commitment to excellence to the next level? Then come aboard the official Raiders fan cruise presented by Seaside Events, partying on the deck of the Norwegian Bliss with legends like Henry Lawrence, Kenny King, Jeff Barnes, Mervin Fernandez, and myself. Enjoying an exclusive beach party, stunning Mexican Riviera. Spaces are filling up quickly. Head to RaidersFanCruise.com now to get ready to create lifetime memories with your favorite Raider legends. See you on the cruise.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raider Nation, there are no fans dedicated to their colors as you are to the silver and black. If you're painting inside, outside, or even your fan cave, use the brand trusted to protect and beautify Allegiant Stadium. Glidden interior and exterior paints are easy to use, affordable, and provide a great-looking finish. Oh, and they're available online and in local stores, starting at under $20. Use Glidden by PPG, the official paint of the Las Vegas Raiders. Just win, baby.
You don't do anything halfway, and that should include your credit card. The Wonder Card from Credit One Bank is your play hard travel card. For traveling to Raiders games or anywhere else, the Credit One Bank Wonder Card. Serious rewards for serious fans. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Terms apply.
Now the big board showing Kyle Busch, 2-time NASCAR champion, in attendance today, sitting in one of those fancy, luxurious suites here inside Allegiant Stadium. F1 race last night here through the streets of Vegas. Link, I haven't seen you in one of those Formula One cars before.
You can't see me in one of those because I can't get in.
Makes you feel better. I won't get in one either. Raiders second drive of the ball game. They start working right to left, their own 8-yard line. Myers motions left to right. Minshew into the belly. It's a run play out to the 10. Tough running. And a sledding play for Abdullah. He's taken down in the middle of the defense at the 12. So it picks up 4 yards. Again today, Link, there is no White. There is no Madison. So it's Abdullah, the rookie Lauby, and then the undrafted free agent from a couple of years ago, Sincere McCormick. And those two guys combined have 1 career carry.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day. I don't know how much you can rely on the run, but you have to do it. Good start to this series, though. Getting 5 yards on that first play. It's a good job.
And you're Abdullah, too, coming off the touchdown last week. I mean, the effort has been there, no question, for the 31-year-old a long time. Minshew with play action out to the right. He's dumped it over the middle. It's caught at the 14. Tight coverage, though. DJ Turner made the catch, and then a late flag came in. Cody Barton-Link was right there. He made the tackle, and then Jackson Powers-Johnson jumped into that conversation late. So there are 2 flags thrown there. Yeah. There's also a flag thrown on the near sideline at the 25-yard line. So at a minimum, this is about to be 2 different penalties.
I agree. I think they might offset. I think they might have one against both sides. But you saw what they were doing with Turner. Let's see their penalty.
Here comes Torbert.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 58. Penalties half the distance to the goal. The down counts. It's third down.
Yeah, okay, so just one. So that other flag also was from the guy that watched Jackson Powers-Johnson run into the play for no reason.
Right, yeah. You got to control aggression.
Yeah, it's a terrible decision.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Barton already has DJ Turner down, and Jackson Powers-Johnson comes in. He lowers his head and he dives at the guy's shoulder. A terrible play.
Now you're backed up again.
Yep. So back to the 7-yard line. Again, we've talked about this all year. They love the effort of the rookie, but he's got to figure out a way to not have all those plays beyond the play. 3 receivers out to the left. In the middle of it is Brock Bowers. Minshew the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. They try to set up the screen to Turner, and the Broncos read it well. Nick Bonito showed blitz, then left the rush to go out to cover DJ Turner at the 6. And Gardner Minshew saw it. He threw it at Turner's ankles, and A.J. Cole up to punt it out of his own end zone.
Yeah, this Benito again, he's having a tremendous year. He more lined up as an outside linebacker, but he did a good job at reading that screen.
And it was a wide snap, too, Link, that Minshew had to catch with his right hand.
He's been having some issues with the snap so far.
Yep. Divine Diablo was lined up in the slot for this punt coverage, and now he moves over to the line. A.J. Cole gets into it. It is a line drive spiral kick angling to the right sideline. It bounces at the Broncos 41, takes a Raiders bounce, and angles to the far sideline and goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So, 61 yards on the punt, nothing on the return, and the Broncos take over on their own 32 with 7:54 to go here in the first. We're scoreless. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Raiders football is brought to you by Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. By Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Coors Light. Coors Light. Choose chill. An official beer of Raider Nation. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. By the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. There's no better place to celebrate than the sports and entertainment capital of the world, right here in Las Vegas.
What's the greatest chill in Raider Nation? How about catching a game from Coors Light Landing with a great view, seat service, and even a cup holder that keeps your beer cold? Well, get ready, Raiders fans, because Coors Light is giving you the chance to win silver seat tickets to a game at Allegiant Stadium. Visit CoorsLight.com/Raiders to learn more and enter. No purchase necessary. Starts 8/5/24, ends 1/31/25 at 11:59 p.m. PT. Enter by 11/10/24 for silver seats ticket. Must be legal resident of Nevada or Utah, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/Raiders. Celebrate responsibly.
Tim Case back inside the Silver and Black Studios with a scoreboard update powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Under 10 seconds to go in our nation's capital. Fourth quarter, Cowboys lead the Commanders 34-26. They're in overtime at Soldier Field in Chicago. Vikings and Bears all tied up at 27 apiece. It's gone final in Charlotte. Spencer Schrader, 31-yard field goal as time expired. Chiefs beat the Panthers 30-27 in Houston. Titans knock off the Texans 32-27, their third victory of the season. Let's go back out on Jason Lincoln, guys.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Obviously, that is a big storyline for those at the top of the draft. We will see on the other side of things, Kansas City Friday, the NFL's second annual Black Friday game. Link and I will be there with you, a 12 o'clock local kickoff, 3 Eastern at Arrowhead. So we will have that for you coming up on Friday. Last year it was the Jets and the Dolphins. Broncos take over on their own 33, 7:54 to go in the quarter. We're scoreless. Toss play to Jaleel McLaughlin, racing through the hole across the 40, into space 45, and brought down there. Thomas Harper and Polamalu combine on the tackle, but the toss play to the right side picks up 11 or 12 yards, and big holes for the Broncos early on the ground game.
Yeah, it was a cutback that they were able to get in the middle of the defense and pick up a first down with that long run. Had a feeling that Sean Payton would come back to the run, being in the middle of the field, having his entire playbook open to him now.
And Link, the Broncos, Javonte Williams, Jaleel McLaughlin, they brought their rookie, Audric Esime, had a big game at Kansas City, and they've been having Marvin Mims in the backfield. So a lot of different players that have lined up either next to or behind Bo Nix of late. It is McLaughlin again, right through the middle, across the 45, over the hash marks. He's spun out to midfield, and he lands on top of the defensive tackle. There is another flag down, though. Zach Carter came over from the Bengals. This is going to go against Denver, though.
Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty.
Repeat first down.
So it is again on Mike McGlinchey, Link. That is here in the first half of the first quarter. The veteran right tackle's second holding call.
McGlinchey has been plagued by penalties his entire career, so it's nothing new, especially when he was at San Francisco. He's always been known to have wide hands. So you called one that was blatant on the replay. They didn't even call it last time, so he's already got two in his first quarter.
And both that have been called have been on Jonah Laulu.
Yeah.
And so, again, the rookie's there. He's trying to get into the hole, and he's been lining up all over the defensive line. Laulu there was lined up as a left defensive end. Now he's right next to Adam Butler in the middle. McLaughlin is lined up in the slot to the left. Bo Nix in an empty set on what is now 1st and 20, and we got to delay a game. Unless Sean Payton called the timeout first.
Well, he got the side judge running in. I think he might have got it.
Antonio Pierce is out on the field. He's about 10 yards onto the field here on the near sideline. He is stalking today.
That back judge gives you a little leeway as you're a quarterback in offense, and even when it hits zero.
Before the flag was thrown for delay of game, Denver called his first charge timeout of the half.
And they're going to keep it here, so a 30-second timeout. This is not going to be a television timeout, so we will keep it here as well.
Typically in this situation, Sean Payton likes to go with a screen or a draw. I suspect he wants to use a screen. They've already done the draw. They'll come back to that later, obviously. But in this situation, he likes to do something safe for his quarterback. That's just normal tradition.
And again, Bo Nix does have 295 yards rushing on the year. He's a guy that obviously could run at Oregon, a high completion guy. But you talked about this when this game started, Lincoln. Again, they're blowing the whistles. This was not going to be a long, extended timeout.
No.
I mean, he has... you go back to week 4, right before we saw the Broncos, he had 60 passing yards, all were Courtland Sutton.
Right.
Since that game, Link, he has had a quarterback rating of 100 or more 4 of the 7 games.
Yeah, he's been playing really well.
And they come out in an empty set again, so no delay of game, so it's still 1st and 20, 6:42 and a stop first quarter clock. Broncos on their own 34, they work left to right. Nix comes up and he talks to his offensive line. Crosby is lined up way outside the right tackle, McGlinchey. There's the snap. Raiders bring just 4. Nix in a clean pocket over the middle. He's got Franklin wide open at the Raiders 45. He bounces off of Polamalu. He's hit from behind by Diablo at the 41. But a massive pickup. They pick up 25 yards right down the seam.
Well, that's what I said. The middle of the defense is still wide open. And even Merrick was in the picture, but still so far off because you have to respect Sutton's speed. And that's an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback in the Broncos.
And that is their 4th round pick out of Oregon, who has his 18th catch of the year, and Javonte Williams now into the backfield again. Bo Nix today 3 of 7, but he's averaging 22 yards of completion. They move the fullback Michael Burton back in motion over to the right side. Nix is going to throw. He rolls out to the right. He finds Burton at the 40, makes a high grab, 35 near sideline. Chased down from behind by Spillane on the Raiders sideline in front of us, but not until he got to the 33. That is a difficult catch for a fullback, Link, with his arms outstretched over his shoulders, and he picks up 8 yards.
It's a variation of one of my favorite plays we used to run called Spider 2, where the fullback slips out into the flat, and the tailback cuts the end man in the line of scrimmage. You do zone protection, which turns the opposite way. They pick up enough yards, 7 yards on that first play.
So it is 2nd and 3 on the Raiders 33. Oh, just inside the right hash mark. Courtland Sutton was starting on the right side. Now he jogs over to the left side as the lone wideout. 2 tight ends, Troutman in the game and Lucas Kroll. They are going to run it to McLaughlin. Cuts back towards the middle and big hole 30. Gets a block 25 near sideline 20. McLaughlin chased down by Jones, but he gets inside the Raiders 15-yard line. That is 19 more. And Jaleel McLaughlin, 2 carries, 30 yards, and the Broncos in the red zone.
And he comes up limping. He's down on his knees right now, so he awkward, fell hard out there to tackle from Jack Jones in the backside.
Yeah, right onto his right shoulder.
Yeah.
But he cut back hard, Link, to get into open space, and then he picked up a block from Franklin on the outside. And so they will take a look here at Jaleel McLaughlin on the near side, and then we will step aside. Broncos on the Raiders' 14-yard line with a first down coming up in a scoreless first quarter. 4:55 to go. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Let's go, Raider Nation. You heard them. Time to hit the nearest drink station for a cocktail with Absolute Vodka. I'm talking smooth Moscow Mules, bold Bloody Marys, and Vodka-Ritas to match your victory dances. Absolute Vodka. Mixing it up with Raider Nation.
Enjoy responsibly. Absolute Vodka, 40% alcohol by volume. Imported by Absolute Spirits Company. New York, New York.
Go on. Get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on. Get a little out there. Start planning your trip at TravelNevada.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Jaleel McLaughlin jogged off under his own power, the 5'7", 187-pound change of pace back out of Youngstown State in his second season. And now they bring in a different size back link because Audric Estime, the rookie out of Notre Dame, is a lot bigger than 183. He's 5'11", 223.
Yeah, but the Broncos have had some success this season with the push from their offensive line, especially running their two tight end set, which they have in now.
Yeah. And again, the Broncos 6-5. They've scored a lot more of late.
Yes.
On the year, though, 21 points a game is just 20th in the league. They've won some games with defense, but they have shown signs of life the last month and a half on the offense. So Estime, the lone setback. 1st and 10 on the Raiders' 14, right on the right hash mark. Burton motions out to the right. Toss play, no, the fake. Nix bootlegs out to the left. Looking downfield. He dumps it short. It's caught at the 13, but a lot of momentum for Troutman carrying him out of bounds. Charles Snowden there in coverage, pushed him out at the 11, picked up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's still a manageable situation for Bo Nix. I knew a naked bootleg was coming. I thought he might have a chance to run. Decided to give up the ball to his tight end, take the immediate yard, save the hit on himself. Estime,
Cortland Sutton all trot out. They bring back in a couple extra receivers, send Javonte Williams. And Nix is under center. 4:15 to go, first quarter. Raiders have had it twice, punted twice. It's the Broncos' second drive of the game. Devon Vele split out to the right. Toss play, Williams trying to get a block. Good play in the backfield. Jack Jones broke through that block of Vele and dropped him back at the 15 for a loss of 4.
When I first saw the defensive lineup, I thought they were outflanked by the 3 wide receivers the Broncos had to their right. But Jack Jones did a good job of just evading the block of Vele, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for loss. Good job by 18.
And he had a couple of those last week too, Link.
Yep.
Tackle for loss against Miami. He had one against the Bengals and the pick 6. He's fighting through a back injury here. Can the Raiders stop the Broncos? 3rd and 11. Crosby trying to get this crowd going. Broncos can get a first down at the 4. Empty set for Nix. 1 on the play clock. They move. There's going to be a false start. This is about to be the 3rd penalty of the quarter on Mike McGlinchey.
False start. Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
By the way, Link, can you get one of your lozenges down to
I was just about to say that. Voice going south really quick. He's not going to be able to finish the game.
Like I said to you, Michiganders, we fight through things. I got another Michigander in our booth up here. 1 or 2? Just 1, right? Just one. Just Casey. Just our statistician. The spotter, Brian, is a man of Minnesota. We got the great Midwest covered. All right, 3rd down and 16. How about a pick 6? Take it back 80 yards. Down to 4 on the clock. Nix in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Raiders do bring 4. They're trying to set up the screen. Nix rolling out to the right.
Got a legal man downfield. There got to be a penalty.
There is, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because as he was being followed out of bounds by Tyree Wilson, he just dumped the ball softly into the bench with a smart play, so they'll decline this penalty. Fourth and 16, 3rd and 21. You'll take the 4th and 16.
Ineligible player illegally downfield. Offense number 60. That penalty is declined. is over the play. It's 4th down.
And you called it, Link. That was supposed to be a screen. They were trying to set it up, but the Raiders linebackers were right there.
Yeah, they were playing for it, and this makes sense because this is what traditionally the Broncos like to do in these situations. Save the quarterback hit. You're in position. You want to take your 3 play. It's safe. You go with a safe play, a draw, or screen. That time the Raiders defense did a good job in negating it.
So Will Lutz, 19 of 22 on the year. The 9th-year man out of Georgia State, the former Saints with Sean Payton, lining up for a 38-yard field goal on the right hash mark. It is put down by Dixon. Lutz gets the right leg into it, and it is right down the middle. So the 38-yard field goal is good, and the Broncos take a 3-0 lead with 2:47 to go here in the first quarter. We will keep it here, Link. So Raiders defense gets it stopped, but again, the Broncos 110 yards so far here in the quarter.
And what we've seen so far out of this last drive, especially the cutback lanes, were huge for the Broncos running backs. The Raiders need to do a better job of correcting that. Don't over-pursue. Got to be very disciplined in your lanes, especially when you're rushing a quarterback or trying to get back to the quarterback.
You know, Tyree Wilson told Tim Cates before the game that, hey, we get some stops on first down, we'll have a shot. They have gotten some first down stops. There have been a lot of 2nd and 10s, but it's those 2nd and 3rd down plays that are getting chunk plays.
Big plays, big chunk plays. 16 yards, 8, 11 yards, all that stuff. You're bringing up first down. So kept those drives going for the Broncos.
8 plays, 47 yards, 5:07 off the clock. Will Lutz, 38-yard field goal. The Raiders will try and now answer. Gardner Minshew today, 4 of 7 for 32 yards. And officially only 1 carry for Amir Abdullah. Remember, the Raiders' first offensive play was a fumbled snap. Mishandled between Jackson Powers-Johnson and Gardner Minshew. They overcame that, got a couple of first downs, but nothing after that. Lutz gets the right leg into it and is heading towards the end zone. Lobby's walking out of the end zone. He's going to field it at the 1. Lobby coming out from the 10. The rookie gets to the 20. Down the right side. 30. There goes Lobby. On to the 40. Beats the kicker at the 50. And shoved out of bounds on the Broncos' 40-yard line. Dylan Lobby, a 59-yard kickoff return. And he was 1 man away from giving the Raiders their first kickoff return for a touchdown in 13 years.
And the kicker, Will Lutz, got up a little slow trying to make that tackle, so it's a good sign for the Raiders. Great field position. Now let's see what they can do with it.
And there have been a lot of people this week, because look, when White and Madison were hurt, they didn't practice.
Right.
You knew that this would be a chance for Dylan Lobby. He was active and had 1 snap against the Steelers. It was a toss play to the right. He fumbled. Pittsburgh scored a touchdown. He has not been on the field or active since. And so everyone's been knowing he's been working hard. He's been practicing. They just want to get him a chance. And so he's now off. Sincere McCormick is on the field. His first career offensive snap. Minshew runs it. McCormick through the 40. Stays on his feet, 35. And he's upended inside the Broncos 30. Chopped down at the 29-yard line. The first career carry for Sincere McCormick is an 11-yard run through the gut.
Well, this is rewarding because it's good old-fashioned smash-mouth football. When you watch this Raiders offensive line take on the front 7 of Denver, that's probably been their best blocked run this season that I've seen.
And how big is that confidence-wise, right? We don't know how much these 2 guys are going to be today versus Abdullah. But that is massive for both those kids.
Without a doubt.
McCormick stays in the game on first down. Turner motions left to right. Play action for Minshew. Clean pocket. He got all day. He throws near side. It's caught on a streak, and it's Michael Mayer. But he's brought down at the 27. So great coverage there by Brandon Jones, the safety. Mayer came back last week, Link. He had not played since week 3 against Carolina. A well-documented absence for personal reasons. Came back, was on a lot of snaps, about 50% of the snaps last week. And he just made a catch for a 2nd straight game.
A 7-man protection only leaves us a certain number of guys that can go out for pass routes. The Broncos had it well covered. Had to take basically his check down from Mayer.
Abdullah back into the ball game in the backfield next to Minshew. 1:25 to go first quarter. Raiders trying to answer the Broncos field goal drive. Kobe Myers motions into the backfield. Now he goes back out to the left. Hand off to the middle. Abdullah. And he's trying to get through, and he just tripped up at the 23-yard line. And again, to your point, the hole was there, and there were blockers downfield.
And he had a good, if he was able to keep his feet, I think he might hit his head on the goalpost. He just get in the hole. It's a counter play where you pull your backside guard and your tight end becomes your lead block, and your 1 back, and Amir just missed it.
Well, and you and I were talking about this before the game. Amir Abdullah, again, 9-year veteran, but after the first couple of years with the Lions, he hasn't really been a primary running back since maybe a couple of times with Carolina 3 years ago. He hasn't had 10 carries in the game in 7 years. 3rd down and 3.
Broncos showing blitz.
They've got 7 lined up across the line. Tucker motions to the left. They're going to run it with Abdullah across the 20. Keeps his legs. He's down close. Hard run and a first down inside the 19. He lowered that left shoulder, and Amir Abdullah picked up 4 yards for a first down.
Oh, and DJ Glaze had an excellent block from his right tackle position. Very, very, very confident. There's one guy in the hole. He's a safety. You got to have a receiver, somebody to dig him out for future reference. But that was a good job by the right side that time.
11 seconds left in the quarter. The Raiders are trying to go fast. Are they just trying to get a free 5 yards, or are they going to snap this? First and 10, Minshew. Motion man is Bowers. Back over to the right with 2 on the clock. Minshew with some signals, and that's going to bring the quarter to an end. And this first quarter of Raiders football presented by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. We'll flip the field. The Raiders are in the red zone with a first down coming up. Trail the Broncos 3-0 as we head to the second. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
How powerful is Cox Fiber?
Powerful enough to stream all my live sports actually live?
Yep.
Powerful enough to share my screen more smoothly?
You got it.
Powerful enough to keep my games online and my squad on top?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
Introducing Cox Fiber from the company with the fastest download speeds 9 years in a row. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Limited availability in select areas. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply. Analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence in Las Vegas, Omaha, Phoenix. Fixed median download speed Q2 2016 to Q1 2024.
You don't do anything halfway, and that should include your credit card. The Wonder Card from Credit One Bank is your play hard travel card. For traveling to Raiders games or anywhere else, the Credit One Bank Wonder Card. Serious rewards for serious fans. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Terms apply.
Hey, Silver and Black, get ready and gear up for game day just like your Las Vegas Raiders. Because no matter your game plan, Ford has the SUV to match. Call any play with the ability to choose between 3 different powertrain options, like the do-it-all gas-powered Bronco and Explorer, or the innovative all-electric Mustang Mach-E, and switch it up with a dual-threat Escape Hybrid. Ford SUVs, the only SUVs tough enough for Raider Nation. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Enter the Raiders pregame Masquerade, a high-energy VIP tailgate with a twist. Enjoy Raiders game days with the mystique of a masquerade, the thrill of a carnival, and the rebellious spirit of a pirate adventure. Surprises are in store. Stimulating Vegas performers, themed games, in-demand musical acts and DJs, treasure hunts, special menus, and much more. Visit RaidersExperiences.com to book this exclusive game day experience, powered by Confirmed 360.
Flip the field. Raiders start working to the end zone to our right. Second quarter start 3-0 Broncos on top of the Raiders. Gardner Minshew 5 of 8 for 34 yards in the quarter. Sincere McCormick's gotten the running game going. The drive started linked with a Dylan Laube 58-yard kickoff return, and the Raiders begin the second quarter in the red zone with a 1st and 10 on the Broncos' 19-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. They're all tight ends. Minshew snaps, looking left. He's dancing in the pocket. He floats. He looks like he's going to run. He's pointing. He throws. Michael Mayer catches it on his knees on the near sideline at the 10. He had his linebacker, Jonah Ellis, on him, but Mayer went low to make the catch, and he brought it into his chest for a 9-yard pickup.
Good job by Minshew recognizing the double team on Brock Bowers. They had a safety over the top and in a corner underneath Patrick Surtain, so that you got to make sure that you find someone open. He gets Mayer open for 8 yards.
Mayer has 2 catches here in the ball game. Abdullah in the backfield, 2nd down and 1. Bowers and Mayer out to the left. Kobe Myers split out wide left for Minshew, who's under center on 2nd down. They are running to Abdullah. He's got the 1st down. They push the pile down to the 6. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Raiders with Brock Bowers leading the way for Amir Abdullah. 1st and goal, Las Vegas.
One of my favorite run plays of all time is power, where you pull the backside to guard, and then you have an ISO lead by, in this case, it was Brock Bowers. Great play and good power running by Abdullah.
They got to punch this in the end zone.
Absolutely.
Last week, the red zone in the first half, they settled for 2 field goals. Trey Tucker split out left. Myers to the right. Brock Bowers, if that's where you're looking, he's to the left side too. 1st and goal at the 6. Here come the Broncos with a blitz. Minshew escapes the pocket, out to the right, looking for Abdullah over the shoulder. Touchdown Raiders! What a catch! Amir Abdullah on the right corner of the end zone. Snatched that on his right right shoulder. What a grab. Raiders have the lead. 84 seconds into the second.
Gardner Minshew recognizing that Abdullah had a linebacker on him. The little simple wheel route tight to the line of scrimmage. And even though the Broncos brought a blitz, Gardner did a good job of escaping, using his legs to buy some extra time.
That was awesome. That's a running back getting both feet down, Link, and figuring out a way to bring that in. And this Raiders drive is capped off, and they have a lead. Carlson on for the extra point. Solid hold by Cole. The kick is good, and that PAT brought to you by Credit One Bank. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Amir Abdullah has touchdown grabs in back-to-back weeks. And the Raiders up 7-3 on the Broncos. 13:36 to go in the second. We step aside. You're listening to Raiders football.
At Bank of Nevada, we believe business banking is like football. It's about doing the little things right. Our local team of financial experts is here to coach you every step of the way to help you tackle your business goals. With our comprehensive range of tailored banking and financing services, we equip you with a winning game plan for your business. Bank of Nevada is proud to support the Las Vegas Raiders and proud to support your business growth and success. Discover the winning strategy by visiting bankofnevada.com. Bank of Nevada is a division of Western Alliance Bank. Member FDIC.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we're sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2024 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
And big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This football season, your number one goal is winning. At ABM, our number one goal is keeping you safe through the touchdowns, celebrations, and more. While you cheer on the Las Vegas Raiders and make lasting memories with family and friends, ABM is continuing to do our part by providing elevated janitorial services in Allegiant Stadium. For more information about ABM, contact our team at abm.com.
Raiders scoring drive brought to you by Sports Water. Hydrate with a superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Show your Raider Nation pride. Get your Raiders Sports Water today. Available at your favorite retailer. 7 plays, 40 yards, 4:11 off the clock. Officially a 6-yard touchdown pass. Gardner Minshew to Amir Abdullah. And Link, Abdullah had the run that picked up the first down. At the 4, he had the run that picked up the first down to get it to first and goal. And he's been showing power and finesse and all kinds of heart the last few weeks. As Carlson's kick is caught by both Broncos, middle of the end zone.
Well, you certainly appreciated, Jason, the fact that young guys getting an opportunity to prove himself. When injuries go down, you get a chance to put yourself on film, playing hard, showcasing whether or not you have a future with this team. There are 31 other teams around the league, so it's a good job so far by these young running backs.
Amir Abdullah has a touchdown grab in back-to-back weeks. Link, he has not had a touchdown catch in back-to-back weeks in his entire career. Now, he had back-to-back touchdowns as a running back early in his career. Remember, he's not young. It's the other two guys are. They all contributed in that drive.
Well, everybody's young to me because I'm old.
Well, that's fair. Yeah. I'm getting there, too. Nick's on 1st and 10. Settles, throws right, caught at the 40. Right on the numbers. Jack Jones there to make the tackle. It is Vele who settled down. They gave him 9 because it was a touchback, so it'll be second down at about a half yard outside the 39-yard line.
Yeah, you come out firing at the middle of the defense, in the middle of that zone defense, which has holes in it all year. That's what the Raiders give up 9 yards on the start. That's why I say you got to play better on first down to not have these opportunities come up second and third down short.
And again, Bo Nix in his career, he is extremely good at completion percentage. It's a handoff up the middle to the fullback. Michael Burton goes over the right guard, and he carries the defense after the 42. So a 2-yard run, a first down coming up for the Broncos. You know, like you saw Bo Nix a lot in college. Again, nobody had more starts than him because he had the years at Auburn, then the years at Oregon.
Yeah.
He's an older rookie at 24 years old. Obviously, his dad was a great player at Auburn, and Patrick Nix, who coached him in high school. But he played in system that people said, is that the reason why his completion percentage was so high? A lot of short throws. That's been different this year in the NFL. They're taking deep shots.
Well, they've got the speed to do it.
Speaking of that speed, Marvin Mims is lined up in the backfield as a running back. On 1st and 10, Nix comes up a slant, caught, but to his ground, it's Vele. Nobody touched him down, and he carries Jack Jones inside the 50 to the Raiders' 46-yard line. The quick throw, and nobody touched him on the ground.
Quick slant, and they felt like they were going to have a screen, and I'm sure... Did Jack Jones touch him? Like they touched him at the 50.
He did touch him at the 50, and he's saying that.
They need to review this.
Well, Antonio Pierce can challenge that. That is something that I thought replay assist.
9 is reported as an eligible receiver. 79 is eligible. 79.
So but that is something that Antonio Pierce absolutely can challenge.
He's down right now, yeah.
And they should challenge that. He should. And he throws it. Yep, he throws the flag. Yep, absolutely. I think he was waiting to see if that was something that replay assist could help with.
Yeah, well, I was sitting there looking at the coaches right next to us in the booth, and I was like, hey, he's down. Need to challenge him. They got word down to him.
He's down.
Las Vegas has challenged the ruling on the field that the receiver was not down by contact. That play is under further review. Timeout on the field.
All right, so we will step aside, and you and I both believe that this is about to be a 2nd and 3 instead of first down and 10 for the Broncos, but we will see on the other side. Raiders 7, Broncos 3, 11:46 to go. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Raiders fans, you can be here for live NFL action all season long. As the official ticket marketplace of the Las Vegas Raiders in the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets so you never miss a single play. Whether you're cheering on the Raiders at home or away, find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Raiders.
Raider Nation. There are no fans dedicated to their colors as you are to the silver and black. If you're painting inside, outside, or even your fan cave, use the brand trusted to protect and beautify Allegiant Stadium. Glidden interior and exterior paints are easy to use, affordable, and provide a great-looking finish. Oh, and they're available online and in local stores, starting at under $20. Use Glidden by PPG, the official paint of the Las Vegas Raiders. Just win, baby.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders fans, you can be here for live NFL action all season long. As the official ticket marketplace of the Las Vegas Raiders in the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets so you never miss a single play. Whether you're cheering on the Raiders at home or away, find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Raiders.
While you were away, the challenge from Antonio Pierce, a successful one. Ronald Torbert just announced during the break that yes, in fact, Vele was touched down right at midfield. So the Broncos get the ball pushed back to the 50. Jack Jones touched him down. His left hand got his left shin, which the fact that Vele's on the ground is enough, obviously, to touch him down. So instead of first down and 10, it is 2nd down and 2 for the Broncos at midfield with 12:10 to go in a moving second quarter clock. Shotgun to Nix. 3-step drop. He settles. Clean pocket down the middle. Vele at the 30. Made the grab up high. And it's a first down at the 25-yard line. DeCamerion Richardson made the stop, but it's 25 more, and Bo Nix is over 100 yards passing, and a lot of those to the rookie Vele.
It's Merrick's responsibility to drop into that back zone area to prevent that deep dig, and he didn't get there in time, and that's why Vele came up with that big catch.
Vele last week, 4 catches for 66 yards, the rookie out of Utah, who is already, by the way, 26 years old.
Yes.
But he made that catch his 4th catch of this ball game. Williams the lone tailback. 1st and 10 on the Raiders 26. Nix hands it off to Williams, and he's gobbled up right away. Max Crosby back at the 29. And for Max Crosby, an historic tackle for loss. That is number 100 in his career. He joins J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, and DeMarcus Ware as the only players with 100 tackles for loss in their first 6 years.
The defensive end speed in this game is just unbelievable. Max Crosby ran around 3 blocks that time to make the tackle for a loss.
Link in his 93rd game. That's how fast he is to 100 tackles for loss in his career.
Single high safety.
2nd and 13. Nick's going to throw. Here comes Crosby. Looks like he was held. No flag. He escapes. He runs near side 25. And Bo Nix, Divine Diablo, almost hit him out of bounds. He was able to avoid it just enough. They'll mark Nix at the 24. So he picked up about 6. It'll be 3rd down and long for the Broncos.
Good penetration that time by the defensive front of the Raiders to get back there and disrupt Nix. They ran a little bit of a stunt up front, and 2 Raiders, Butler as well as Crosby, collided with one another, and they went down. Got to be extra disciplined when you're rushing these lanes. This quarterback can be shifty.
Laughlin checks in. He's split out wide right next to Cortland Sutton. 3 receivers to the left. Nix in an empty set, 3rd down and 8. Now he taps both hands to both helmets, and so does tight end Adam Troutman. He's talking, he's pointing to Max Crosby. He got wider, too, to try to get a better block. There's the snap. Nix looking to throw. Pressure up the middle. And he's sacked! Tyree Wilson with the late pressure. He's got a sack in back-to-back weeks, and they drop Nix for a loss of 11.
And that's what I've been talking about. Someone else is going to have to stand up and be hurt in this situation. The Raiders don't have the ability to blitz. They can only rush 4. With their NASCAR package, they were able to get there. Max Crosby was double-teamed. Tyree was not, and he was able to get the sack.
And Bo Nix is lucky, too, Link, because he was trying to duck under Tyree Wilson, who was trying not to go low, and Nix kind of got bent over. So, because of the sack, it'll be a 53-yard field goal for Lutz. Right through the middle of the field, he's got it up, and Lutz is good. So Will Lutz with a couple of field goals today for the Broncos. His 3rd kick of the year, that is 50-plus. And Denver answers the Raiders' touchdown with a field goal, but Las Vegas still the lead, 7-6. 9:21 to go here in the 2nd quarter. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Phoenix Mesa, Arizona. One way for as low as $38. Must be purchased by 12/7/2024 for travel between 12/21/2024 and 4/5/2025. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame, 2 more reps, 2 more. You deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Tim Cates back inside our Silver and Black studios with a scoreboard update brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights. Book now only at Allegiant.com. 2nd quarter at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Packers a 10-0 lead over the 49ers. They started the 2nd quarter in Seattle. No score between the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Earlier in Chicago, Vikings get a field goal in overtime. They beat the Bears 30-27. Chiefs get a late field goal as time expired in Charlotte. They beat the Panthers 30-27. In Indy, Lions improved to 10-1 with a 24-6 win over the Colts. Back out now to Jason Lincoln, guys.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Yeah, that's 9 in a row for the Lions to get that mark there. Remember, they lost to Tampa back in week 2. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, no Brock Purdy today, and they have 21 yards of offense. in that ball game already, and they're in the second quarter. So rough sledding there. Here it's Raiders 7, Broncos 6. Raiders touchdown pass, Gardner Minshew to Amir Abdullah. Broncos have a couple of field goals. Lutz approaches a line drive kickoff. Laube brought the last one back 60 yards, but this kickoff drives him back 8 yards into the end zone, so he drops to a knee. And the Raiders will bring it out to the 30. Link, what'd you like about the last drive?
Well, I mean, you had great field position, started by the kickoff return. You switched the fields, but I did like the fact that Gardner Minshew was accurate with his passes. More importantly, used his legs to extend the plays when he had to. And they did get some production out of the run game. So that was a good series to build off of. This is an important series because the Broncos will come out and start the second half. So you got to try to get some points out of this drive if you can.
With 9:21 to go here in the second quarter. Mayer on the field to the right. Brock Bowers motions now slot to the left. Minshew the snap. He's going to throw. Clean pocket. Great protection. Takes a shot near side for Tucker. And it's incomplete at the 45-yard line.
Wow.
Riley Moss, a late break on the ball. Might have gotten his arms around Tucker's shoulders, but nothing thrown. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I really thought his left arm was wrapped around was the waist. But they generally don't call that as a look at the replay unless you pull the receiver. You see that left arm before his right arm deflects the ball. He's got it around Trey Turner.
Yep. But again, as Tucker broke, Moss didn't touch him. And so he was trying to make a break on the ball. And remember, Riley Moss, his first career interception came back in week 5 here against the Raiders. Bowers motions to the right. He only has one catch today. Minshew looking to throw. Bowers out to the flat. Minshew throws it near side for Bowers. Leaps and cannot make the grab. It's over his outstretched arms on the near sideline. Brandon Jones in coverage at the 38. And so just like that, Link, it's 2 incompletions and it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and I really wish that they would have. I thought that Gardner Minshew had a chance to run on that last play after he broke the pocket, but he decided to try to go to Bowers on the sideline. Well, I know it's a good thing to have, but now you set up a long second or 3rd down and 10.
And again, this is against what is this year the second best scoring defense in the NFL. The Broncos under Vance Joseph, former Denver head coach, giving up just 16.6 points per game. Only the Chargers this year are better.
And now they're showing one single high safety with a blitz coming.
They got 7 lined up across the line. Minshew in the gun. Abdullah in the backfield. He throws. He's got Abdullah out of the backfield at the 30. Cuts up 35. And he's upended there at the 36. Riley Moss came up to make the stop right at the numbers. So they pick up 6 yards on the dump down on 3rd down. And A.J. Cole's going to have to trot out to punt it away for the 3rd time today.
Yeah, when you start the first 2 plays and not get any yards, that play right there becomes null and void because it doesn't get you enough. It's only 6. But it's good use of the check down after he chips.
So Cole, who has already kicked one today, that went 60-plus yards. They'll try and pin Mims back deep. Oh, it's a fake! He's going to throw! Wide open man at the 40. It's a catch! Divine Diablo near sideline 40. And he's brought down to the Broncos 31. A.J. Cole with the fake punt. Divine Diablo's got his first career catch. And the Raiders are still in business.
I said all along the Raiders are going to have to take some chances, and the special teams come through with a great opportunity. First the kickoff return, and now the fake punt. They needed this. Good call, middle of the field. Nice execution.
Oh, and Divine Diablo had a cutback and a stiff arm.
Held on to the ball, really.
A.J. floated that out there nicely like a lob pass to a center. They went for 34 yards. Pulling out the stops here. 1st and 10 at the Denver 30. Minshew, touch base to Trey Tucker. He's sweeping out to the left. 35, getting the corner, and shoved out of bounds by Benito on the far sideline. All of that running, Lincoln. Again, a football field is 53 yards wide. He ran all 53 of those to pick up 1 yard.
But if you cannot cut off the outside corner, Benito was the one that forced that play wider than it should have been. You got to control containment to get that play to work.
And officially, Link, that's a pass because Gardner popped it forward.
Yeah.
So a 2-yard pass for Minshew, who is 8 of 13 for 55 yards and a touchdown. A.J. Cole has kept his drive alive thanks to the fake punt pass to Divine Diablo. Raiders have a fullback lined up as an I backfield. It's a defensive tackle lined up in the backfield. No, it's Kenai Mauga. Check that. A run to Sincere McCormick over the left guard. He hops over to the 25, and he's brought down there. 5 yards. Kenai Mauga, the linebacker, was lined up with his hand on the ground in a traditional I formation, and it'll be third down for the Raiders and 4 to go.
Did a good job at blocking the box. Not totally complete, but did a good job. Able to pick up those 6 yards, so good job.
Sincere McCormick, his first career NFL game, the undrafted free agent in 2022 out of UTSA. He's got 2 carries for 16 yards. Abdullah back in on this 3rd and 4 for Minshew. 3 receivers to the right now. Bowers, motion slot to the left. Broncos, here they come with a blitz. Minshew out to his right. He's got a man open. It's Abdullah at the 20, near sideline 15, and he's shoved out of bounds by Cooper at the 11. Man, oh man, is Amir Abdullah having a game. He picks up the first down, 1st and 10 Las Vegas.
How about the line picking up the blitz? Broncos brought a little bit of a micro linebacker blitz. After Abdullah checked his responsibility, he went out into the flat, was able to pick up the first down.
And for every Raider first down at Allegiant Stadium this year, American First Credit Union will donate $100 to a local charity. Abdullah stays in. Raiders bring in Ramel Keaton as a 3rd receiver. The undrafted rookie out of Tennessee, split out wide left. He's got 1 career catch. Minshew's under center. It's a run to Abdullah through the left side. As he cut back, he was drilled. He got into the hole, and he was hit hard by Justin Sternad, the linebacker. Maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Well, DJ Jones, the defensive tackle, number 93 for the Broncos, got great penetration. He was already in the backfield before Abdullah got the handoff. Had to avoid him. By that time, the rest of the Bronco defense was waiting for him.
Amir Abdullah has 4 catches today. If you were wondering, his career high is 9. It was with the Panthers in the 2021 season, the Week 18 game at Tampa Bay. But this is just his tied for the 4th most catches he has ever had in a game. And we're only in the 2nd. 5 minutes to go. Raiders are up 7-6. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Minshew the snap, looking left. He pumps. Still in the pocket. He steps out to the right. He gets a block. He's still on his feet.
Roll
now
the
man
ball
in his face,
away.
and he throws it finally away.
Can't afford to take a sack
No,
in that
he was
position.
all the way floated back to the 25-yard line, and he had Jones right there. And to your point, he's so far out of the pocket, the play's dead.
Yes.
Throw it into the stands.
That's exactly right. Because you're only dealing with half the field or a quarter of the field when you make that commitment to run over to the side.
Jonathan Cooper got tackled. Now, he was blocked legally by Parham to the turf, and then he got up because Minshew rolled right into him. And then DJ Glaze looked like he was going to lay on him like Andre the Giant.
That's what you do. It's called an avalanche.
That's right. 3 receivers right on this 3rd down and 10 from the 11. Brock Bowers, slot right. DJ Turner motions out to the left. 2 on the play clock. Minshew pump fakes in the pocket. Underneath, it's caught at the 8. Flag flies.
Coming back.
It is Trey Tucker who dives forward to the 5. He was hit right there. It was a Jaquan McMillan, the nickel corner. But there is a flag in the backfield here, and it'll be interesting. Does Sean Payton take 4th and 3, or does he push the Raiders back?
We're already in field goal range. I think you try to push him back and see if you can play for a turnover.
Holding. Offense number 71. 10-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
That's exactly what he does. So DJ Glaze called for the penalty link. So instead of 4th and 3 from the 5 and give Antonio Pierce even an option to go for it, they are going to push him back. It'll be 3rd down and 20 from the Broncos' 21-yard line. And to your point here, if you're Sean Payton, you just don't want to give Antonio Pierce, who again, the team's 2-8, they got nothing to lose.
Yeah, don't give him an option.
Don't give him an option to go for the end zone.
Exactly.
Nice long drive here by the Raiders. And again, this was made possible on a fake punt. A.J. Cole, 34-yard pass to Divine Diablo. 3rd and 20, Minshew out of the gun. It's a run play to Abdullah through the middle. Hops across the defender, slides out of a tackle. But not the second one. Riley Moss with the bear hug at the 16. So Abdullah picks up 5. It'll be 4th down, and they will bring on Daniel Carlson. Try and add on to this 1-point lead as we'll go inside of 4 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
And already being in field goal range, you don't take a chance on a possible turnover. Do something safe, put the ball back in the middle of the field, and take the 3.
So this field goal attempt presented by Smith's Fresh for Everyone. A 34-yard try. It'll be put down by A.J. Cole on the left hash. Jacob Bobenmeyer with the snap. Good one, good hold. The kick right down the boulevard. And with 3:48 to go here in the 2nd quarter, Raiders answer the Broncos field goal with one of their own. Divine Diablo, the catch on the fake punt. And the Raiders leading the Broncos 10-6. We step aside here late in the second quarter. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first 2 letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Koloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Koloa Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Koloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure for businesses of all shapes and sizes, from the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
Go on. Get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on. Get a little out there. Start planning your trip at TravelNevada.com.
Well, first time for a lot of things today here in Week 12. Raiders 10, Broncos 6, 3:48 to go. Dylan Laube was one missed tackle away from giving the Raiders their first kickoff return for a touchdown, and would be 216 games. And link on that last drive where A.J. Cole completed his first ever pass. It's the first completion by a Raiders punter to convert on a fake punt in 13 years. Shane Lechler, the last to do it in 2011. Now that went for a touchdown. This one went for 34 yards to keep a drive alive. It's Carlson's kickoff, middle of the end zone. And again, the Broncos, it's like Tremont Smith and Marvin Mims are playing, no, I got it, you take it, I got it, you take it. And they both want to take it.
Yeah, you both want to take it, and it's a good strategy. I don't think if you don't want any returns, you kick that ball as far as you can. Take a touchback. Play defense.
I mean, but again, we talked about this coming in. The Raiders trying to snap a 6-game skid. They have not had a 6-game losing streak in the same season since the 0-10 start to the 2014 year. And you know, all the talk about guys that are injured and playing and what Antonio Pierce, the changes in the coaching staff, there has not been quit in this team at any point heading into any of these games. And today the Raiders playing with a lead for much of this ball game. Nix, quick throw out to the right. He's got Mims, he's got blockers. Out to the 30, cuts to the right, and he tripped up at the 38-yard line and brought down at the 40. Oh man, Robert Spillane just tackled him. And they are lucky, Link, that they didn't just throw a late flag because he was touchdown. The whistle had already gone, and Spillane just pushed him backwards.
Yeah, Spillane got up and had his arms up. I didn't mean to do it, and it looked like he lost his footing. But I was really worried about the way that play started because they had some blockers. The Raiders brought a blitz. Nera came off that side. There was a big hole that was wide open.
Now, they did give him the first down, 10 yards. Audric Estime checks into the backfield, the rookie out of Notre Dame. Single sailback. Nix puts it to Estime's body, into the 40. Strong run, spins out of a tackle, 45, and he's down the hash marks to the 49. A physical run by the rookie, picks up 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 1 with 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. Broncos have 2 timeouts remaining.
And that's what the Broncos want to do. Sean Payton wants to run the football, run down this clock. You see they bring in an extra lineman and the bigger, beefier bunch up front. They want to run the football.
Number 79 is reported eligible. 79 is eligible. 79.
That is Matt Peart, the backup tackle, who comes in the second time today that he has been in to give them an extra offensive lineman. They also have 2 tight ends on the left side. Both their hand on the ground. It is a run. It is Estime. Gets the first down. He leans the ball forward, but a solid tackle. Thomas Harper and Spillane combined, but he picks up 2 yards. And so 2:15 to go. The Broncos do not have to snap it again.
They'll let it go to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, they're walking around, and Bo Nix is walking with Peart over to the far sideline. And so we are going to hit the 2-minute warning here with the Raiders playing in this first half with a lead, but the Broncos trying to score before halftime and then get the ball again to start the third quarter. We've hit the 2-minute warning. Las Vegas 10, Denver 6. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network. Hey Raiders fans, Jason Horowitz again reminding you that halftime is a great time to learn more about Raiders themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat from the same team that created Buffalo. Come to slot games where you can pick your team, play your team, and put a whole new spin on just win, baby. Check out the Raiders themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Raiders. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Raiders football is brought to you by Allegiant Air. Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights, only at Allegiant.com. America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Coca-Cola. Crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. By Cox and Cox Business, powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Come out of the 2-minute warning, and the Broncos with the 1st and 10 on the Raiders 49. And we remind you that Intermountain Health understands that life can be a challenging game, and mental wellness is vital to our overall health. Takes courage to admit when we're not okay, even more to reach out. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, call or text 988. Visit strongestplay.com for mental wellness resources. Javonte Williams in at the tailback, and Matt Peart checks in. They're going to stick with the extra offensive lineman link coming out of this timeout. Raiders have outplayed the Broncos here in this first half. But again, Denver gets the ball to start the third, so this is a very important stretch here of 2 minutes.
Yeah, and the Raiders still have all their full set of timeouts at 3. Broncos have 2. Be interesting to see what they call with this first play here. I know they're going to run the ball or try to run the ball, maybe play action, but they want to run the ball, try to run some timeout, and make sure Antonio Pierce uses his timeouts.
Peart goes in motion. He was on the left side. Now he's lined up over McGlinchey on the right side. Nix with some play action. They double Crosby. He steps up. He throws near side. Williams drops the ball, and he falls on top of it just in case it was a backwards pass. It's whistled dead at the 46. They say it's incomplete. But look, Nick, I think he was looking for his tight end at the last second, Link. He threw it to Williams. I'm not even sure he was looking at Javonte Williams.
Well, it looked like he wanted to go downfield. They had 2 receivers running deep corner routes, and the Raiders did a good job at trying to, defend that. But Nick knew he had to get rid of the football.
Yep. And by the way, that was the correct call. It was a forward pass. It was definitely not backwards. He released it at the 44, and Williams dropped it across the 45. Shotgun for Nix. Javonte Williams to his left side. 2 receivers out to the right. Raiders coming with a blitz. Nix off his back foot. Lobs down the near sideline for Sutton. It's incomplete at the 30, and pass interference coming. DeCamerion Richardson was celebrating, but Linky never turned for the football.
Yeah, that's what they're going to get him on.
And when he contacted Sutton, it's going to be pass interference.
And even though Sutton initiated contact by jumping into him, but because he never turned around and looked for the football, it's an easy call for him.
There are 3 flags right there.
Pass interference. Defense, number 25. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Well, they've tried a couple of plays down the sideline link. They have tried Richardson, and he's been up to the task on some deep routes. A lot of this stuff for Bo Nix today has been over the middle, but yeah, he never looked for the football.
He's got to turn around and look for the football. Yep. I mean, that's an easy call for the side judge. You got to turn around and make a play for the football, or they're going to call it every time.
So 1:50 to go here before halftime. Broncos set up 1st and 10 on the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Here comes a run.
McLaughlin in as the tailback. Bo Nix, nope, it's a handoff to the corner, and the wide receiver jet sweep is gobbled up. Tyree Wilson got off the line, and as soon as Mims got the football, he saw the big 275-pounder.
Like I said, when teams run this jet sweep, if you do not block that defensive end or have somebody to block them, and that's the contained player, that's what they're supposed to be looking for. Broncos are hurrying up to the line.
Well, they are, but they're hurrying up with a lot of substitutions. It was a loss of 5, down to 1:20 on the clock.
Surprised AP didn't call a timeout. The clock's still running.
And that's what he's talking about. He's saying, wait, hey, look about it. He's talking about the clock. There's 1:14, there's 1:13. He's trying to talk to his safeties, his AP, down to 3 on the play clock. Knicks in an empty set. Raiders coming with a blitz. Back to throw, over the middle. Oh, it's almost picked off, and it should have been. Thomas Harper had it go right off his knee at the 30. Knicks drilled that pass looking for his tight end over the middle, Adam Troutman, and Thomas Harper should have had his first career interception.
Hey, it would have went to the house. There was nobody between him and the end zone if he all caught that football.
Oh. Now, in all fairness, it was a low. I mean, it bounced so hard off his knee, it went 7 yards the other way.
No. I'm saying if he caught it. Man, just the fact that it would have been a pick 6.
So now 1:03 to go, and now Denver takes the second time out of the half.
Important third down. They're out of field goal range right now. Raiders hope to keep it that way.
Will Lutz hit from 53. They're on the 37, so it would be a 55-yarder from here. So it's close. But more, I think the other parts of this too, Link, if the Raiders can get a defensive stop here, Antonio Pierce can take one of his 3 timeouts, and he can give his offense about a minute to go to try and kick a field goal before the Broncos get the ball again. Because remember, they get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think if you're trying to play aggressive, that's what you do.
Yeah, certainly.
But you got to get a stop here first.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Got to get a stop. You got to defend the middle of the field, which the Raiders have been porous on. With a single high safety look, they got to be strong for those intermediate routes.
Raiders only have 5 takeaways this year. That one would have been massive. Franklin motions. He was on the left side. Now he's split out wide right. Cortland Sutton, the lone receiver to the left. Shotgun to Knicks. Here come the Raiders. He's trying to set up the screen. He's got Williams at the 40. Had his team. And he's hit by Spillane and tackled at the 36. And right away, there is Antonio Pierce to take that timeout with 57 seconds to go. And that defensive stop is brought to you by Coors Light, an official beer of Raider Nation, made to chill. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. And the other part linked to what you just said, this is still about to be a 54-yard field goal.
It's not a gimme. Not a gimme. But I know that last play, good job by Spillane, open field tackle.
Yep. Patrick Graham is sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
He was pumped up about that. Now, he's not in our booth right next to you. There's a glass wall that's separated, but we can see every part of that.
We see it all.
So Will Lutz, who is hit from 53 in the quarter, going this way, is going to try from 54. On the year, he is 3 of 5 from 50-plus. But he has been great all year. He is 21 of 24.
Can we get a block?
Ball we put down on the left hash mark. There's the snap. Dixon with the hold. Lutz the kick. It's heading inside the upright, and it sneaks in. Not by a lot, but it curved in the right upright. And the Broncos kick a third field goal of the half. So the Raiders lead cut to 1 with 53 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. And again, now here you think about this, right? Dylan Lowry has a 59-yard kickoff return.
Right.
So you know the Broncos special teams unit's thinking about that.
Right.
If you kick a touchback, you come out to the 30. You have 2 timeouts. This has got to be something where they are playing aggressive with 53 seconds to go.
Would like to see them play aggressive. How aggressive can you be? Because Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator for Broncos, likes to blitz a lot. So does he bring pressure? They haven't really connected with the outside receivers, Myers and Turner and Tucker and those guys. Maybe they can do that in this instance, or go back to Brock Bowers. But I don't expect the Broncos to allow a return. I think they kick this thing. Lutz kicks it out of the end zone. You don't want to give up that big play again.
Denver drive, 8 plays, 34 yards, 2:55 off the clock. Tyree Wilson maybe having his best game as a Raider, Link. He's got a sack. He had a whale of a heads-up stop on a jet sweep out to the left side.
That was big.
He forced Bo Nix out of a pocket and forced him to throw it away on a third down. He has played a great half.
Yes, he has.
So there's the whistle. We'll find out what Will Lutz is going to do. He is lined up on the left hash. He trots towards the 35-yard line. The kickoff is a line drive. And to your point, it is going to go well over the head of Lowry all the way through the end zone to the white paint. And so Gardner Minshew here in the half, 10 of 16 for 69 yards and a touchdown to Amir Abdullah. Jacoby Myers, Link, has just 1 catch. Brock Bowers has just 1 catch. But the Raiders are 2-8.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to let it hang and go for all you can right now. Offensive line has done a decent job so far today.
Gardner Minshew hasn't been sacked.
Right. Just a few pressures, a few hurries, but yeah, you're right.
I mean, the Raiders came into this game giving up 33 sacks, which is 27th in the league, but he has not been touched. Broncos with 3. Looking across the line. They come with 4 on first down. Quick throw. He's got Bowers out across the 35. He lowers the shoulder, and he spun out at the 39-yard line. So they pick up 9. Brandon Jones on top of him. They got to go fast. 43 seconds, and now Antonio Pierce takes the timeout.
Well, we got it. There's an injured
Bronco. That's right. Antonio Pierce was talking to the official.
Should be able to save this timeout.
Riley Moslink is down on the field, and the Broncos training staff is out there, and the Broncos players are immediately taking a knee around their cornerback. And we don't hear Ronald Torbert in our booth at this moment, but he just made the same announcement that you just said. Because it is an injury to a Broncos player, this is a Broncos timeout. It is their final one of the half. Brandon Jones made the tackle. Brock Bowers lowered his shoulder into him, and as Riley Moslink came in, it was a Broncos defender who undercut his right knee, and immediately Moss went to his right knee and was grabbing it as he was writhing on the ground.
Yeah, once the adrenaline rushed out, Sean Payton is coming out there to check on his player. As you mentioned, the rest of the defense and the Bronco team are taking the knee. See if he's able to get up on his own.
Well, he is sitting up.
Yeah. Let's hope he's okay.
Like you took part of this, his entire teammate in a semicircle, on their knees right around him, but he is back to his feet. The Broncos players tap him on his helmet. Riley Moss, the second-year pro out of Iowa, third-round pick last year. More of a special teams guy last year, but he has been the starting corner all season long, opposite Pat Surtain, and is part of the reason their pass defense is top 7 in the league.
One of the things that I would like to have seen happen during that timeout by the Broncos is the Raiders offense huddle up, Gardner Minshew bring them together and say, look, we are 40 yards from at least kicking a field goal. We need to get it. We need to have a sense of urgency. So you're giving instructions to your offense. If we complete a pass and it's not out of bounds, we do have timeouts, but I need everybody to rush to the line and get lined up in case we need to spike it.
Like the Raiders have not played with a lead by a lot of time during the last 6 weeks, but they have been in front for the last 13 minutes and change. Minshew's out of the shotgun on 2nd and 1. Broncos showing a blitz. Now they back out. Linebackers now angling over, and here they come. The Broncos are offside. It could be a free play. Minshew to the near side looking for Myers. Looked like pass interference. There's not a second flag. Surtain was all over him on the near sideline at the 45. But this is going to be a free 5 yards and an automatic first down.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Raiders offense.
Offside. Defense. Number 15. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
I would not be trying to pick on number 2. I know you had one-on-one coverage. I would not be trying to pick on number 2. I might go to their other corner because they're down one with Moss being out. But they did bring a little bit of a Mike Dog.
Yeah, it was Nick Benito with the offside.
Yeah.
And yes, it was Pat Surtain, Link, who had 2 picks in week 5, including what was the season-changing pick 6 for 100 yards.
True story.
So the clock stopped at 40 seconds. Raiders on their own 44, up 10-9. Trying to get points before halftime. Minshew's out of the gun. Here come the Broncos with a blitz. Raiders line picks it up beautifully. Minshew out to his right. Floats it near side. It's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver at the 49. Jonathan Cooper was trailing in coverage. The initial surge was picked up nicely, but then some secondary pressure off the edge.
When you run out the pocket like that and you pick a side, whether it's left or right, you decrease the amount of field that you have in your view. So you can't necessarily look down the field. Everything to the left side of the Raiders offense is void. You have to go to the right. There was only one person there. You try to make it happen. 34 seconds left.
Yeah, 2 timeouts still. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line. Minshew's got Abdullah to his right. 2 receivers split outside both ways.
Nickel blitz.
Here they come. It's picked up. He steps up, throws to the near sideline. Oh, what a catch! Jacoby Myers at the 34-yard line of the Broncos. He was drilled by P.J. Locke, but he didn't separate him from the football, and he picks up a massive gain to the Broncos' 36-yard line. It's a pickup of about 20 and a first down.
Second.
And the timeout by AP with 26 seconds. And just like that, you'd like to get a little closer, but you're definitely in Carlson field goal range.
It's that cover 2 beater where you're running one to the flat. That was Bowers, and then you have the corner route coming over the top. And Surtain was late getting back there as he was trying to make up for the ground. But good catch, good pass and catch.
He was drilled shoulders to the midsection right as he caught that football. His head snapped forward, but he hung on. They marked him down at the 37, 27 seconds. And again, now at this point, Broncos out of time. You're not worried about them scoring.
No.
You're worried about you scoring.
That's right.
Bowers motion, slot left over slot right. Minshew the snap. He's looking over the middle. He takes a shot to the far side. It's caught by Tucker at the 21. Outside the numbers.
Spike it.
Brought down by McMillan, and now Pierce does take his final timeout with 20 seconds. And I'm with you. I wonder, Link, how badly do you want to hang on to that last timeout?
I would have liked to save it because this was a great route, and you had the opportunity to spike it. You see the offense was rushing to get back up there on the line of scrimmage. You could spike it, save your timeout, because you can use the middle of the field. Now, you've got 20 seconds left. You still have a lot of time to use the middle of the field if you want to open it up, but it gives you less options if it's deep. You got to make sure your guys cover and get down there and spike the football.
And you can spike the ball because to your point, you're in less field, right?
Exactly.
You're not worried about running 40 yards.
That's right.
You're at the 21-yard line.
Yep.
Raiders though out of timeouts. They have only led at halftime one time all year. It was week 1 against the Chargers. Bowers motions out to the right. Minshew looking over the middle. He dumps it near side for Myers at the 15, circles back towards the middle. He's brought down inbounds at the 16-yard line. Clock is ticking down to 11. 10, the Raiders back up on the ball. Minshew trying to spike the football, down with 6. And
you got a
5.
guy without a helmet out there in the field.
You got to spike the ball. He snaps it, he spikes it with 3 seconds left.
Yeah, you had a Denver player, defensive player, didn't have a helmet on.
That's Malcolm Roach. He's holding his helmet.
He's holding his helmet.
And you know what? Gardner, they were lined up to spike it for about 5 seconds. I wonder if Gardner was doing that on purpose to make sure there's no other play. If you spike it with 6, you're not going to throw it because you're out of timeouts. If you spike it with 2 or 3, you still can kick this field goal. So maybe a heads-up play here, and this field goal attempt to end the half by Carlson, presented by Smiths. Fresh for everyone. He is made from 34. This is also from 34. High snap, put down. Carlson's kick is good. And the half comes to an end. The Raiders take a 53-second drive. They add on 3 more, and they have scored more than 10 in the first half for the first time all year. And they go to the locker room with a halftime lead for the first time since week 1. Raiders 13, Broncos 9. Halftime here at Allegiant Stadium. Tim Cates with us on the other side. When we return, latest scores, highlights, plus all the halftime stats. You're listening to Raiders football.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Raider Nation. Buffalo Wild Wings has partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders to offer you free wings this football season with a promotion called Sacks for Wings. Anytime the Raiders get 2 or more sacks, you win 6 free wings with a $10 minimum spend. Sacks for Wings is valid the following 3 days after each qualifying game at all 10 Buffalo Wild Wings locations throughout the greater Las Vegas metro area. Enjoy award-winning wings and every football game all season long at Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of the Raiders.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community one cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority-owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high-quality, made-from-scratch, gooey, melt-in-your-mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
At Bank of Nevada, we believe business banking is like football. It's about doing the little things right. Our local team of financial experts is here to coach you every step of the way to help you tackle your business goals. With our comprehensive range of tailored banking and financing services, we equip you with a winning game plan for your business. Bank of Nevada is proud to support the Las Vegas Raiders and proud to support your business growth and success. Discover the winning strategy by visiting bankofnevada.com. Bank of Nevada is a division of Western Alliance Bank. Member.
Now, we Joining us from the Silver and Black Studios, here's Tim Cates.
Halftime inside Allegiant Stadium. The Raiders for the second time this year with a halftime lead, a 13-9 lead over the Denver Broncos. We'll get you the first half stats and the highlights coming up in just a couple of minutes. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around a very busy Week 12 of the National Football League. 2 other afternoon games in progress. Over a minute to go and change. First half at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers out in front of the San Francisco 49ers, 17-7. No Brock Purdy. Brandon Allen in at quarterback. He has thrown a touchdown pass to George Kittle to get him on the board, but the Packers up 17-7. They've hit the 2-minute warning in Seattle, a low-scoring game between the Seahawks and the Cardinals. A Cardinals field goal, the only scoring so far in the first half. They're up 3-0. Earlier in Houston, Titans beat the Texans 32-27. Will Levis, 278 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Tony Pollard, 119 yards rushing and a touchdown as the Titans now 3-8 on this season. In our nation's capital, it was the Cowboys and the Commanders. Cooper Rush, 2 touchdown passes. But how about the Cowboys special teams?
And Daniels with a perfect 7 of 7. Turpin bobbles it, scoops it up at the 1. Looks for a return, spins back to the inside. He's got a blocker at the 25, 30, 35, 40, racing midfield. It is a foot race, and KaVontae Turpin angling for the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Wow!
Kevin Ray on Compass Media Networks with the call. KaVontae Turpin, 99-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. The Cowboys also had a 43-yard kickoff return on a squib kick late. Cowboys win at 34-26 over the Commanders. In Charlotte, Spencer Schrader, 31-yard field goal as time expired. Chiefs hang on and beat the Panthers 30-27. They're now 10-1 on this season. MetLife Stadium in New York, Buccaneers go in and beat the Giants. Why not? Everybody else has. Baker Mayfield, 294 yards passing. He ran for a score. Buccaneers win at 30-7. They're now 5-6. Giants fall to 2-9. In Miami, Dolphins beat up on the Patriots 34-15. Tua Tagovailoa, 317 yards passing, 4 touchdowns as the Dolphins now 5-6 on this season. In Indianapolis, the Lions over the Colts 24-6. Jahmyr Gibbs, 2 touchdown runs as the Lions now 10-1 on the season. Took overtime in Chicago. Vikings beat the Bears 30-27 as they kick a 29-yard field goal in overtime to win it. Sam Darnold, 330 yards passing, 2 touchdowns for the Vikings who are now 9-2. Bears quarterback Caleb Williams, 340 yards passing, 2 touchdowns in a loss as Chicago falls to 4-7. So you're all caught up on what's happening around Week 12 of the NFL. Got the Sunday night game coming up tonight in Los Angeles with the Rams and Eagles. Tomorrow night in LA, it's the Chargers and Ravens on Monday Night Football. Coming up here on the Halftime Report, we'll run down the first half stats and the highlights. Raiders on top of the Broncos, 13-9. I'm Tim Cates. You're listening to Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Tim Cates back inside our Silver and Black Studios with the Halftime Report. Raiders lead the Broncos at the break 13-9. Broncos jumped out to the early 3-0 lead. They went 8 plays, 47 yards, 5 minutes off the clock. Will Lutz, a 38-yard field goal with 2:47 to go in the first quarter as the Broncos were up 3-0. Raiders got the ball back into the first quarter, marching. They started the second quarter, still marching. 7 plays, 40 yards. How about Amir Abdullah with a great catch in the end zone?
Here come the Broncos with a blitz. Minshew escapes the pocket, out to the right, looking for Abdullah over the shoulder. Touchdown Raiders! What a catch! Amir Abdullah on the right corner of the end zone. Snatched that on his right shoulder. What a grab! Raiders have the lead. 84 seconds into the second.
Gardner Minshew to the running back Amir Abdullah, 6 yards out. Extra point was good. Raiders up 7-3. Will Lutz would kick a 53-yard field goal to make it a 7-6 Raiders lead. Raiders got the ball back, got out towards midfield, and they just couldn't move the ball, so they put it away on 4th down. Or did they?
Try and pin Mims back deep. Oh, it's a fake! He's gonna throw! Wide open man at the 40! It's a catch! Divine Diablo near sideline 40! And he's brought down in the Broncos 31! A.J. Cole with the fake punt! Divine Diablo's got his first career catch! And the Raiders are still in business!
4th and Cole, if you need him. A.J. Cole, the punter, 34-yard pass to Divine Diablo on a fake punt. Raiders go down and kick a field goal. Daniel Carlson, 34 yards out to make it a 10-6 lead. It was 10-9 with about 2 minutes to go. Raiders get the ball back, move down the field quickly. 7 plays, 54 yards. And as time expired, Daniel Carlson, 34-yard field goal. And the Raiders had the lead, 13-9 at the break over the Denver Broncos. Gardner Minshew in that first half, 14-22, 117 yards in the touchdown. Amir Abdullah, 6 carries, 22 yards. He's also got 4 catches for 32 yards. Brock Bowers, by the way, targeted 4 times, 2 catches for 16 yards. That's it for the halftime report. Up next, back inside Allegiant Stadium for the second half. Raiders 13, Broncos 9. I'm Tim Cates. You're listening to Raiders Football.
This football season, your number one goal is winning. At ABM, our number one goal is keeping you safe through the touchdowns, celebrations, and more. While you cheer on the Las Vegas Raiders and make lasting memories with family and friends, ABM is continuing to do our part by providing elevated janitorial services in Allegiant Stadium. For more information about ABM, contact our team at abm.com.
Welcome to the new house of Silver and Black, Jack. Boyd Gaming is now a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And there's one motto: just win, baby. Because with Boyd, every day is game day. And everybody is a fan. Orleans, Suncoast, Fremont, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 800-522-4700.
Raiders fans, Terrible's Game Day giveaway is back and bigger than ever. Shop at your local Terrible's and make a purchase of $10 or more. Earn 10 entries when you make a Coors Light or Coca-Cola purchase. Scan your Terrible's app rewards code and earn entries for every game throughout the season. Score a $1,000 Raiders shopping spree. Hotel accommodations from Coca-Cola and a Coors Light Silver Seat experience. Every day is game day, exclusively at Terrible's. Visit Terrible's.com for details.
Raider Nation. Buffalo Wild Wings has partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders to offer you free wings this football season with a promotion called Sacks for Wings. Anytime the Raiders get 2 or more sacks, you win 6 free wings with a $10 minimum spend. Sacks for Wings is valid the following 3 days after each qualifying game at all 10 Buffalo Wild Wings locations throughout the greater Las Vegas metro area. Enjoy award-winning wings and every football game all season long at Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of the Raiders.
When you share your food, you share your heart. So what's on your table this holiday season? Save on your festive feast at Smith's with delicious deals on all the holiday classics. Or wow the crowd with something new, like a quinoa stuffed butternut squash. It's sure to add a pop of color to your spread. How about a sweet potato casserole with a crunchy oat streusel topping, made with care for the sweet tooth and the savory tooth? With Smith's, fill your table with love and watch as your guests' hearts get as full as their bellies. Smith's. Fresh for everyone.
Raider Nation, JT the Brick here. Pizza Hut's original stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. This OG is topped and stuffed with almost 1 pound of cheese. It's the crust that's been converting crust deniers into crust lovers for over 2 decades. At just $13.99, our large original stuffed is topped with your favorite one topping served with hot, delicious melted cheese on top and inside the crust. Now at all Las Vegas Pizza Hut locations, availability charges and minimums vary. Pizza Hut is a proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's the start of the second half of Raiders football. Now, let's rejoin Jason Horowitz and Lincoln Kennedy back out at Allegiant Stadium.
Well, the Raiders have had some close first halves during this losing streak, but at no point this season have the Raiders scored on 3 drives in the first half. They did that here today, and they have a halftime lead for the first time since week 1 back in LA. It was a 7-6 game, Link, at that point. Here today against the Broncos, 13-9. Raiders have the lead over Denver.
Done a good job the first half, pitching the shutout for no touchdowns given up to the Broncos. But the Broncos have been able to move the ball, and they were able to get those 3 field goals to keep it close. So it's going to be interesting the second half, especially this first drive.
Yeah, Will Lutz, 2 50-plus yarders, 53 and 54 in that second quarter. Raiders outgained the Broncos 189 to 162. On the afternoon, the Raiders 151 passing yards, the Broncos 118. 3 penalties both ways. No turnovers in this game. Time of possession pretty much 50-50. But the no turnovers link has been huge. Tyree Wilson's played really well. He's got a sack. He's got another tackle for a loss. Jack Jones playing pretty well on the outside. And no sacks given up by this offensive line.
That's key. I think the Raiders' offensive line in that first half has played its best first half of football I've seen all year. It's unfortunate I had to wait to week 12 to see it. But,
yeah,
but it is what it is. So you make do with what you have. But that was the key right there. No sacks. And Gardner didn't have the turnover, too, so that's good.
The turnover problem that is the reason that Gardner Minshew was benched multiple times, which started back in week 5 against Denver. He was also then benched for Aiden O'Connell to start the next ball game. And then Aiden O'Connell broke his thumb week 7 against the Rams. He is eligible to come back next week. But Gardner had his best game of the year last week against the Dolphins. He had a solid first half here today as well, including a touchdown pass to Amir Abdullah. Carlson into his trot, a right to left kickoff to start this third quarter, all the way to the end zone in the back. And it'll come out to the 30-yard line. So the Broncos link had to draw a ball 4 times, had 3 scoring drives, all of them field goals. Bo Nix in the first half, 10 of 17 for 129, but I thought they did a pretty good job controlling Nix late in drives.
Yeah, those were big. Now, you know Sean Payton likes to come out and run the ball to start the second half. He's coming out with his receiver, so I think they might try to air it out, get back into this thing.
He's got Cortland Sutton split out wide left. Adam Troutman, as well as the other tight end, Nate Atkins. They're on opposite sides of the line. McLaughlin starts as the running back. It is a run play to the right. Jonah Laulu is out there, and he swings him to the turf back at the 26. We told you he's been playing a lot, and he's been playing better. Check that. That was John Jenkins, not Laulu. That's 95, not 96. So the veteran with the big play, not the rookie.
John Jenkins did a great job. He pushed the center back into the backfield, a penetration, then made the tackle. Good job.
He's playing good, too. Give him this. There you
Absolutely,
go.
Without a doubt. Give him his love.
His best 2 years in the NFL might be his latest 2 years. 34 and 35. Loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Nix in the gun. He's taking the snap. Raiders bring a blitz, throws near side. Sutton on his knees makes the grab outside the numbers. And Jack Jones is still on the turf at the 32-yard line, although he does swing himself back up, maybe putting his hand on his head more that he wasn't there to make the stop.
Oh, Jack Jones had a good jump on that ball, but when Sutton was going down to the ground, it was a good pass by Nix to put it on his receiver's chest. And not another turnover, but this is a critical third down here. Start the game, then start the second half. Let's see if the defense rises up. Did they play it safe? Rush their 4. They've got their NASCAR package out there.
Tyree Wilson is lined up over the center. So too is Robert Spillane. Michael Burton is the fullback. He's in the backfield to block. Here comes a blitz. Throw out to the left, and it's blocked at the line. Charles Snowden has been doing that a lot. He got upfield. He got his right arm in the air. He knocked it down, and it's a 3 and out to start the third quarter.
Oh, that's a good win for the defense on that series right there. And good job by Snowden recognizing the quick screen, trying to come out there, does a good job with his hands, just gets up in the air and knocks that ball down. Good deflection.
And you were right, Link. They came with 6.
Yep.
So Nix had to get rid of it quickly. He was trying to find Mims. So DJ Turner back deep to receive the punt. He's standing on the 15. Riley Dixon gets the right leg into it. It's angling to the near side. He's got plenty of room. He's got it at the 16. Turner takes a look upfield. Angles towards the near sideline 20, and he didn't get nearly as much as it looked like he would. Atkins, the tight end, pushed him out of bounds and will send us to a timeout. We are early in the third. Less than 2 minutes in. Raiders get the ball back, up 13-9. You're listening to Raiders football.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas, restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community one cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high quality, made from scratch, gooey, melt in your mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
Welcome to the new house of Silver and Black, Jack. Boyd Gaming is now a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And there's one motto: just win, baby. Because with Boyd, every day is game day. And everybody is a fan. Orleans, Suncoast, Fremont, and the Boyd family of casinos. Where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 800-522-4700.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we're sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2024 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
Well, special teams played a huge role for the Raiders in the first half. Dylan Laubie's kickoff return set up a short 40-yard drive, which the Raiders punched into the end zone early in the second quarter. A fake punt, A.J. Cole's first career completion, then went 34 yards to Divine Diablo. Instead of a punt situation, they kicked a field goal. And they begin this third quarter drive after a 3-and-out by the defense with a 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line. Brock Bowers motions, split out left, out to the left side. It's a toss play to Abdullah. Tries to cut inside. And he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Pat Surtain, P.J. Locke. Link Riley Moss left the game at the end of the second quarter with a knee injury. Levi Wallace is in his corner opposite of Surtain here to start the second half.
Yeah, and you might want to try to take a shot down there. They did bring in another receiver. They were opening things up.
And an extra tight end, and 6'5" Justin Shorter, who split out wide right. Empty set for Minshew's back to throw. Over the middle. Donald Dart. Jacoby Myers, a great grab. It was behind him in the middle at the 37. He had to reach back across his body, but he brought it in for a 12-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, Myers knew he was going to take a shot, especially with a safety and a linebacker roaming. So good play by Gardner. He actually threw his receiver open.
Yeah.
To protect him and allow him to protect himself and get down.
And they're going with pace here to start the third quarter. Empty set again for Minshew to throw. Brock Bowers streaking over the right. Minshew dancing in the pocket. He's dancing, he's sacked. At the 33-yard line, the sack by Malcolm Roach. And again, Gardner had time, and I think that one, maybe it's coverage, but he could have done something with it other than dancing out to the left.
They dropped 8, and that's exactly my point. He's got to get rid of the football. When they're only rushing 3, first of all, it's absolutely sacrilegious to give up a sack when you rush 3, because you got double teams across the board. But because they were able to get the penetration and coverage, Gardner's trying to find some way to go open with the football, go where the football, tries to use his legs, comes up with the sack.
And again, the Broncos today, without what is expected to be their Pro Bowler, Zach Allen, out today. Malcolm Roach with a sack for a second straight week. It was a loss of 4. 3 on the play clock for Minshew. Snap. Broncos bring just 4. Steps up. He's hit as he throws. Down the middle of the field. Picked off at the 45. Brandon Jones across midfield 40. Far sideline 30. Gets out of a tackle 20. And he's finally brought down at the Raiders 16-yard line. Minshew tried to hit Jacoby Myers near midfield. And he overthrew him by a lot. And it's picked off. Brandon Jones, his second pick of the year. And the Broncos in the Raiders' red zone.
Well, there you go again. Gardner Minshew's feeling the pressure as the pocket collapses around him. And he clearly overthrew Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
And I thought he was hit as he threw it. He got rid of the ball before he was hit. Certainly felt the pressure.
Yeah, it goes back to those instances where you feel that Gardner's just trying to force the ball. You don't need to force the ball. He was going to take a shot. He did take a shot.
Yep, Jonathan Cooper hit him up high.
Yep.
So, Broncos officially at the 18-yard line after the 38-yard interception return. And Bo Nix starts in an empty set, and now he brings Javonte Williams back into the mix in the backfield. There's the snap. He hands it off to Williams, cuts back, Tyree Wilson holding on, and there's Tyree again. You know what? I'm not going to say maybe. He's playing his best game as a Raider. No question doubt. Is he having a great game.
And there's been a lot of people, Raider Nation, have been waiting for him to come up to age, and I think this is a great coming out party.
What did Patrick Graham say this week? He's like, I wish rookies could play minor league football and get blocked. Because rookies that are that good and talented don't get blocked well in college.
True story.
It's a different story. He's starting to come of age, and if he steps into a prominent role, especially at the end of this year, you have all that confidence of him going into next year.
Absolutely.
There's a no gain on the play. Nix in a pistol. Here comes a blitz. He floats to the near corner of the end zone looking for Sutton. Jump ball back right pylon. Touchdown Broncos. He caught it over the shoulder of Jack Jones, brought it into his chest. Denver capitalizes on the Minshew pick, and the Broncos have the lead 15-13 with 10:49 to go in the third.
Raiders brought a blitz, and there was no safety in the hole, so it's just Jack Jones and Sutton playing one-on-one on the outside. Good ball by Bo Nix. Comes in the corner in the end zone. He's able to get 2 feet down. Score for the Broncos.
For Cortland Sutton, the 7th-year pro, his 4th touchdown grab of the year. And Bo Nix, now a Broncos rookie record, 15 touchdown passes this season. And they're only in game number 12. Extra point up and good for Will Lutz. And so the Broncos take advantage of the short field with the Brandon Jones interception, and they're in front. 16-13, 10:49 to go in the third. We step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Raider Nation. There are no fans dedicated to their colors as you are to the silver and black. If you're painting inside, outside, or even your fan cave, use the brand trusted to protect and beautify Allegiant Stadium. Glidden interior and exterior paints are easy to use, affordable, and provide a great looking finish. Oh, and they're available online and in local stores, starting at under $20. Use Glidden by PPG, the official paint of the Las Vegas Raiders. Just win, baby.
You don't do anything halfway, and that should include your credit card. The Wonder Card from Credit One Bank is your play hard travel card. For traveling to Raiders games or anywhere else, the Credit One Bank Wonder Card. Serious rewards for serious fans. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Terms apply.
Let's go, Raider Nation. You heard them. Time to hit the nearest drink station for a cocktail with Absolute Vodka. I'm talking smooth Moscow Mules, bold Bloody Marys, and Vodka-Ritas to match your victory dances. Absolute Vodka, mixing it up with Raider Nation.
Enjoy responsibly. Absolute Vodka, 40% alcohol by volume. Imported by Absolute Spirits Company. New York, New York.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Well, it was a pick against the Broncos in Week 5 that turned this season around for the negative. Raiders were going in trying to take a 17-3 lead, and a lot of people thought that could have been a touchdown pass to go up by 14. Instead, it went the other way. Raiders never recovered and haven't won a game since. And it's an interception thrown by Gardner Minshew that could have been a pick six. Set the Broncos up at the Raiders' 18-yard line. 2 plays later, Bo Nix with an 18-yard touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton to give Denver the lead here. And, you know, Sammy Hagar was singing at halftime link, and, you know, he was doing some of his songs as Will Lutz boots this one to Dylan Laube, back corner of the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. He was doing some of his songs, but also some of the Van Halen songs, and it was Right Now. That was right before halftime. And it feels like this has to be right now that Gardner Minshew has to answer for the Raiders.
Without a doubt. He's got to play better. We can't turn over the ball.
We pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Raiders football. So they start with a 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Kenai Mauga lined up as a fullback. Gardner Minshew's rolling out to the right. He throws it to Myers. It's caught at the 33 outside the numbers. He scoots forward past the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Cooper and Wallace combine on the tackle. Kenai Mauga laid a block, but I don't know if he's going out as a route runner. He's now out of the ball game here. Second time this game he's played an offensive snap.
You got to make sure you block the line of scrimmage when you have those rollouts, those play action passes.
McCormick checks in as the lone tailback. He had 2 carries in the first half in his first ever NFL action for 16 yards. 2nd down and 4. He gets the snap through the middle. He dances across the 40, 45, 50. McCormick on his feet to Broncos territory, and he spun down at the 45-yard line. He picked up 19 yards. He's a bigger back with some speed. He's got all the road runners records, and beep, beep, get out of my way.
Well, that's completely downhill, and it was a great job by the offensive line blocking the front 7 and putting him one-on-one with a safety or defensive back.
Keep giving him the football. Amir Abdullah has played a whale of a ball game. He's got 7 carries. He's got 4 catches. He's got a touchdown over his shoulder grab, but let's see what this kid can do. Bowers motions over to the right. Michael Mayer in the game too. Tucker motions to the left. There's the handoff to McCormick, and that's not going to help. Nick Bonito got into the backfield. There was a lot of window dressing link. There was a lot of motion, and he got him for a 3-yard loss as soon as he touched the football.
Dylan Parham was responsible to block the defensive end on that play, the Bonito, and now he just threw a whiff. As I look at the replay, he's pulling. He's not getting there in time. It's like trying to block Max Crosby with all the speed coming off the edge.
So 2nd and 13 for the Raiders, 9 minutes. As we go inside of 9 minutes, third quarter, Raiders led 13-9 at the half. It's Denver 16, Las Vegas 13. 2nd down and 13. On the Broncos side of midfield. Abdullah in the backfield. Minshew's going to throw. Swings it out to the right to Abdullah. Makes a man miss at the 50. Cuts inside to the 45. And does not go down until he's hit at the 43-yard line. So he gets 5 on the swing pass. Abdullah's got 5 catches. That is the 3rd most in his career. With 8:30 to go, it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders. Link, they are 3 of 7 on 3rd down today.
Well, they need this 3rd down. They need to pick it up and try to see if they can get some points out of this drive. But more importantly, take care of the ball. Vance Joseph's not going to blitz, in my opinion. Jason, I think he's going to play this safe and play coverage because he's had success rushing 3 and 4 and getting closer to Gardner.
Brock Bowers slot left. Isn't that a very quiet ball game? Has just in the game 2 catches for 16 yards. There's the snap. Minshew over the middle. Oh, he got Bowers drilled. Brandon Jones was holding on. Surtain hit him up high. There is no flag. And he got him absolutely laid out at the 37-yard line. Now he is back to his feet and he is walking under his own power.
He took a shot.
Holy cow.
Took a shot. You've got to realize that's what they were talking about. You've got a corner underneath. You got a corner over the top. They are going to double team Brock Bowers. You see Surtain on the replay was in the deep 3rd. He comes down and hits Brock Bowers right as he's trying to make connection with that football. Dangerous pass.
Everyone wanted a flag late, but it was it was Bowers that was falling, and Surtain moved his head out of the way. He got his shoulder into Bowers. There's an angle punt by Cole. Checks up at the 5 perfectly, and DJ Turner is down there at the 1 to down it on a beautiful punt. 4th and Cole works out fine. He's got a completion today, and he's got a 42-yard punt that's got the Broncos pinned at the 1-yard line. But Denver has the lead, 16-13, 7:52 to go in the 3rd. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Phoenix Mesa, Arizona. One way for as low as $38. Must be purchased by 12/7/2024 for travel between 12/21/2024 and 4/5/2025. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Cavea 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Tim King back inside our Silver and Black studios with the scoreboard update brought to you by Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Third quarter in Green Bay. Packers lead the 49ers 17-7. Josh Jacobs with a touchdown run. Jordan Love with a touchdown pass. In Seattle, they started the third quarter. Seahawks out in front of the Cardinals 7-3. Raiders will be in Kansas City on Black Friday. Chiefs in Charlotte today beat the Panthers thanks to a 31-yard field goal as time expired. They're now 10-1 on this season. Back out of Jason Lincoln, guys.
And Tim, hopefully we get a holiday special like we did last year in Kansas City. The Christmas Day upset of the Chiefs. We'll have the Black Friday, and we'll see what we've got with the Chiefs. But here today against the Broncos, it's been tight all day. 16-13 Denver the lead. They are backed up, though, inside their own end zone. Ball on the one. Nix in the pistol. Raiders showing blitz. Here they come. He rolls out to the right. He throws near side. He's got Sutton at the 9. And Jones pushes him out of bounds. He just gave him too much cushion link.
Yep.
As Nix rolled out to the right, it gets 8 yards on first down.
Well, Jack Jones has to, that back is still bothering him. You see him walking gingerly back to the huddle. And he's got to respect Courtland Sutton's speed. So you have to play off him. Rather be safe than sorry.
Now, Raiders special teams has been great today. Can the defense take advantage of it? We talked about third down's been a problem for the Raiders the last couple of weeks. Last 3 games, Raiders defense has allowed 65% on third down. Today's been a different story. Broncos are 1 of 6 on third down, but can the Raiders get them there? Nix is going to run to McLaughlin. He's at the 10. Merrick throws him down violently, but as he spun him down forward, he's out across the 10, and he's almost at the marker at the 11. It is not yet a first down. So it is third down, Lincoln, about a half a yard, and the Broncos are quickly up on the ball.
Yep, they're
not in the huddle. They're quickly there. They're lined up there. It looks like a QB sneak. Nix is under center. It's not a QB sneak. It's play action. He's in the pocket. He throws over the middle. Wide open man at the 25 near side. It's caught. Sutton spins forward out to the 29, and they picked up 18 and a first down.
Yeah, caught the Raiders slipping a little bit, trying to get lined up. 3-man routes going out there. Bo Nix really fooled the defense because it was all play action. They were selling out for the short yardage play.
Courtland Sutton today, 5 catches for 67 and a touchdown. Quick throw out to the left. Lil Jordan Humphrey out across the 30. Scoots past the blocker, but as he angled towards the sideline, he stepped out of bounds on the 30-yard line. So he picked up 3. And actually picked up about a yard and a half. It'll be second down and about 8 or 9.
Yeah, Bo Nix isn't playing. He's getting rid of that football. He's not going to hold on to it any longer. He's been harassed all day.
Yep. And he was hit pretty hard by Max Crosby on that throw to Courtland Sutton, too. Nix today, 15 of 23 for 182 yards. His QB rating at the moment is north of 100. Handoff trying the right side. McLaughlin keeping the legs spinning. The Raiders collaborate on the tackle. At the 34-yard line, it'll be third down and about 5. Crosby in on the play. Janoris Jenkins on the field there too. Is John Jenkins going to come off the field? Janoris Robinson, I should say. Jenkins comes off the field with Diablo. They bring in Tyree Wilson here on this 3rd and 5. 5:40 to go, third quarter. Broncos on their own 34. They work left to right. The ball on the left hash mark.
Defense needs to make a play.
Thomas Harper in the slot as the third safety on the field. Merrick's playing like a linebacker right over the center. There's the snap. Merrick's coming with a blitz. Nix off his back foot, far side. Caught first down at the 42. Courtland Sutton stopped on a dime in front of DeCamerion Richardson. The veteran beat the rookie, and they pick up another first down.
This is exactly what the Broncos are going to rely on. They're going to go to their veteran receiver because they know the Raiders have got to respect his speed. Bo Nix didn't look anywhere else. Took the stop route to Sutton, got the first down, keep the chains moving.
Yep. Remember, this drive for Denver began on its 1-yard line after a beautiful punt by A.J. Cole. Every game this year, the Raiders have trailed by double figures. That has not been the case yet today. Down to 6 on the play clock. Nix is clapping his hands furiously. He wants the snap. He gets the snap. He hands it off to Williams, trying the left side. Diablo goes up high and brings him to the turf around the shoulders. So he picked up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 with 4.5 to go. We saw those big holes early, like the Broncos have only run the ball for 45 yards today.
Yeah, a lot of those holes have been closing up. The Raiders have done a good job with their substitutions, going man for man. But when the Broncos go hurry up, like they seem to be doing just a little bit, they did huddle up, but caught the Raiders with an extra man on the field, had to run off. Got to be mindful of the substitutions.
Well, the Broncos had substituted late, too, so the officials were holding over the ball. And now the Broncos have 2 in the backfield. Nix comes up, quick throw, Lil Jordan Humphrey on the bubble screen out to the right to the 45, and he's tracked down by Max Crosby. Outside the numbers, he ran a long way to track down the slot receiver on the quick throw out to the right, and it's 3rd down and 7 coming up here.
It's the second time they ran that screen on this series. Both to the same player, number 84 for them, and both times the Raiders did a good job of defending it. Sets up an interesting 3rd down and 7 now.
You know, he's 6'4", 225. Not what you normally think about is that bubble screen slot receiver, but they run that to him a lot. An empty set for Nix. 2 receivers each way. Troutman is tight end on the left. He's coming up to the line. He's talking to his team, and Nix now back into the gun, clapping his hands. He needs the ball. He's got 1 on the clock. They snap it before it expires. He's back to throw. Crosby with pressure. Nix escapes out to the right to the near sideline, and he overshoots Sutton by a mile, and it'll be 4th down. He got away from the pressure of Max Crosby, and he stopped on the right side to try and find Cortland Sutton, but he overshot the ball, and it's 4th and 7.
Oh, Max Crosby ran around McGlinchey like he was standing still in his stance. Got immediate pressure on Bo Nix. Bo did a good job of faking him out, but just couldn't complete the pass. Good fortune for the Raiders.
And again, who was the guy there, Link, to force him to throw that football? Tyree Wilson. So Dixon trying to punt the Raiders back deep. This is a mile high in the air. Out to the right side, and Turner just floats over to the far sideline, and he catches it out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So, 43 on the punt. Nothing on the return. Raiders get the ball back, but they trail by a field goal, 16-13, with 3:02 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's the greatest chill in Raider Nation? How about catching a game from Coors Light Landing with a great view, seat service, and even a cup holder that keeps your beer cold? Well, get ready, Raiders fans, because Coors Light is giving you the chance to win silver seat tickets to a game at Allegiant Stadium. Visit CoorsLight.com/Raiders to learn more and enter. No purchase necessary. Starts 8/5/24, ends 1/31/25 at 11:59 p.m. PT. Enter by 11/10/24 for silver seats ticket. Must be a legal resident of Nevada or Utah, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/Raiders. Celebrate responsibly.
Raiders fans, you can be here for live NFL action all season long as the official ticket marketplace of the Raiders and the NFL. Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets, so you never miss a single play, whether you're cheering on the Raiders at home or away. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Las Vegas Raiders. You know, Lincoln, we were here for the Chiefs Week 8. A month between that game and this game, and then we will not be back here again until December 16th. Which is what it is scheduled right now for a Monday night game against the Falcons. Now, the NFL flexed out of a game. They moved the Broncos-Chargers Week 16 to a Thursday night. They wanted to get rid of the Browns on a Thursday night. So we'll see if we play that game on Monday night or if it gets moved to Sunday. But here trying to take care of the Broncos. Down 16-13. Raiders on their own 11-yard line. Sincere McCormick, the tailback. He has been a nice spark. It's a play action. Minshew, clean pocket. Steps. Now he has to get out of there. Out to the right. He's got room to run. He does it to 10, near sideline 15. Check that far sideline. And he steps out of bounds. He was being given chase by DJ Jones. He picked up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, but Myers, the receiver, was outside. He was blocking the corner. He was his check down. It was taken away. And Minshew had nowhere to go with the football. So good use of his legs. I thought Myers turned around to block the corner, gave him some room. Good decision.
Link, the Raiders are over 60 yards rushing today against one of the better rush defenses in the NFL. I only say that because 6 times this year, the Raiders have not run for 60 yards in a game, and they're doing it without Madison and without Zamir White. They run it to McCormick through the middle. He's popped it as he gets to the line, and he pushed backwards.
Well, that time you give the win to the Broncos defense. They were really stout inside. Raiders got no movement, no push from the run. So there was nowhere for McCormick to go with.
Again, Jones and Dondre Tillman. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. Brock Bowers is on the field. He was drilled shoulder to head on that last 3rd down.
And the Raiders got to get a 1st down, give their defense some time to recover.
Yes, they do. 1:50 to go in the 3rd. Bowers split out wide left. He's got Jacoby Myers off his right hip in the slot. Shotgun to Minshew. Broncos bring just 4. He settles. He looks. Far side. It's dropped at the 15 on a low throw. And DJ Turner, Link, wasn't picking up the 1st down anyway, because Pat Surtain was right behind him on a throw that, Gardner still had some time, but he left it short. He threw it short and opted to punt it away.
Decided to take his check down, comes off of his initial progression and decides to take the check down, but he throws it on the ground.
Yep. Well as Gardner played in the first half, it has been a rough second half here against the Broncos. And you know what? That's kind of what happened in the first game against the Broncos. Yep. Remember, he opened up 9 of 9 for 115 yards, and then after that he went 3 of 8, had a couple of picks, and was benched in favor of Aiden O'Connell in the 3rd quarter. So Cole spirals a boomer down the far sideline. Mims ranges over to his left, catches it at the 27 with space, up to the 35, and he's got the sideline 45, 50, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 48-yard line. 21 on the return for Marvin Mims. And we'll keep it right here with 1:27 to go. He is so dangerous. And, Bo Nix, Link, too, coming of age, right? He's not gotten the ball, with the exception of the short field, into the end zone. But he's also played so much better than a rookie. They were backed up at the 1. He completed passes. He got them near midfield. Made so many big plays for the Broncos all year, and today too.
Well, that's what comes with experience. You're not a true rookie when you're the age and have many plays he played in college between Auburn and Oregon.
He's got Marvin Mims in the backfield. He's looking to throw, trying to set up the screen to Mims. He drops the ball at the 45. Definitely a forward pass. Trayvon Merrick was racing to it just in case, but they blow it dead. He threw a dart out the left side, and it bounced right off the shoulder pads of his receiver who's playing running back.
The Raiders, for the most part, have done pretty good against those tunnel and bubble screens on the outside. Those are like extended runs to me, but that time Mims couldn't bring it in, and they were able to come up with an incompletion. I think that was good penetration that time.
Mims back on the sideline. Williams back in the ballgame. 2nd down and 10 for the Broncos. Cortland Sutton split out wide right. He's got 6 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. Hicks raises the right leg. Here comes a blitz. He throws fast. He's looking, and it's almost picked off. Darnay Holmes got inside of Vele and batted that into the air, and Spillane almost had the deflection. Now there is a flag down like at the 50-yard line right at midfield.
Because this is an RPO, it should be an eligible man downfield against the Broncos.
But does Antonio Pierce want to take this?
Ineligible player illegally downfield. Offense number 60. That penalty is declined. It's 3rd down.
And the answer is no, Link, because it's 3rd and 10. Right? You take 2nd and 15. No, you get one play to get
right.
off.
That's exactly right. Smart. Now you got to guard against the middle of the field now. Be mindful of this defense.
Darnay Holmes had 4 career interceptions with the Giants in his first 4 years. Remember, Patrick Graham was his defensive coordinator. He brought him up after all the cuts at the end of August. He's played a lot more the last couple of weeks with the injuries to Nate Hobbs. And Bennett out this week too. 3rd and 10. Nix is backpedaling. He's firing deep down the middle, and it's caught at the 34. Sutton gets up. They haven't blown it dead yet, and now they do. Now they stop it.
It's too easy.
He was down at the 34-yard line, and
too easy.
He's just open.
It's open. It's too easy. Raiders had some trouble getting lined up. They went with max protection. They only sent out 2 receivers. It's too easy. Got to play tighter than that.
And it's been on both sides too, right?
Yep.
I mean, that was some serious arm strength too by Nix. He was rolling out to his left. He's throwing against his body, and he threw a laser. Mims is in the backfield again as the lone tailback. Sutton motions out to the left. Toss play to the left. Mims trying to get some blockers. 35, and he's to the outside of the edge, and he's out of bounds. On the Broncos sidelines, they'll spot him out at the 31. They'll give him 3 yards on the toss play.
Well, Raiders did a good job on that last play. Jason is stringing it out, using the sideline as their ally.
And the Broncos are not going to snap it again, Link. Bo Nix is walking over. He's going to talk with Sean Payton. There's 11 seconds. Clock is moving. And so they're going to take it to the fourth quarter. They're going to flop. They're going to head to the end zone to our left. And the Broncos are going to start the fourth quarter trying to go up by 2 scores. Raiders had the lead at the half, but a Gardner Minshew interception turned into a Bo Nix touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton. And the Broncos leading the Raiders 16-13 with 15 minutes to go. Well, step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
What's the greatest chill in Raider Nation? How about catching a game from Coors Light Landing with a great view, seat service, and even a cup holder that keeps your beer cold? Well, get ready, Raiders fans, because Coors Light is giving you the chance to win silver seat tickets to a game at Allegiant Stadium. Visit CoorsLight.com/Raiders to learn more and enter. No purchase necessary. Starts 8/5/24, ends 1/31/25 at 11:59 p.m. PT. Enter by 11/10/24 for silver seats ticket. Must be a legal resident of Nevada or Utah, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/Raiders. Celebrate responsibly.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Kaveya 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
Enter the Raiders pregame masquerade, a high-energy VIP tailgate with a twist. Enjoy Raiders game days with the mystique of a masquerade, the thrill of a carnival, and the rebellious spirit of a pirate adventure. Surprises are in store. Stimulating Vegas performers, themed games, in-demand musical acts and DJs, treasure hunts, special menus, and much more. Visit RaidersExperiences.com to book this exclusive game day experience, powered by Confirmed 360.
Well, we have been here before this season. We head to the fourth. The Raiders in the ball game, trying to break this losing skid, trailing the Broncos 16-13. And Denver begins on the Raiders 31 with a 2nd and 7, Lincoln. It feels like the Raiders desperately need a takeaway.
They need a takeaway. They need a stop. They need to hold to nothing more than 3 to stay within this game. Striking distance. Can't afford to give up any more first downs.
The tight end, Nate Atkins, is split out wide left. Adam Troutman joins him on the left side as another blocker, but Nix is going to throw. He rolls out to the left. He's got a man in front of him. He dumps it short. It's caught by Williams up high at the 30. He tiptoes the near sideline. Trayvon Merrick makes the stop, and then Crosby racing downfield to hit him from behind. He's down at the 27 near the sideline, and so it'll be 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Broncos.
Well, Raiders are fortunate at that time because they had the Bailey, the Broncos receiver, was wide open on a seam route down in the corner of the end zone. But because Bo Nix was rotating to his left, he wasn't able to see him.
He has thrown the ball 30 times today. He has completed 64% of his passes for 216 yards and a touchdown. There's down to 6 on the play clock. 3 receivers out to the right. Nix now walks to the line with 3 on the play clock. He's still back with 1, and Sean Payton takes the timeout before that clock hits 0.
He was trying to bring in his receiver, Marvin Mims, from the far right, trying to bring him in closer to help out.
And, we saw it in week 5, Link. Bo Nix got into a shouting match, and it kind of went viral. Everyone watched it in the aftermath, the highlights. He was yelling with Sean Payton. They were going back and forth at each other. The last drive, he was getting right in the face, very animated with Max Crosby. But I think with a rookie, you almost like that. You almost like the fact that he's showing all of that leadership in his gut.
Without a doubt. It was a disaster with the experiment with Russell Wilson, but they finally rebounded, and they've got a pretty solid team.
And to your point, he started 61 times in college.
Exactly.
AP and the Raiders trying to get off the field. Broncos need to get just across the 24-yard line for a first down.
Where's Courtland Sutton?
He is split out wide left.
They're trying to isolate him.
Vele went to the slot left, now motions back over to the right. Nix looking that way. He rolls to the right. He throws to the right. Oh, man, he's open, and Vele's got it, and he tiptoes out of bounds. First down at the 21-yard line. There was no one near him. And Link, if he kept his feet and the momentum carried him forward, he might have scored down the sideline.
Crossing route with Humphrey, the other receiver, and the Raiders defenders got caught up. It was third down and short, so he didn't really have that far to go. But Vele, they set up a nice two-man combination route on the right side of the Broncos' offensive line.
And not to be a broken record, but Max Crosby was held again.
Yeah, there wasn't a player down. They were doing something.
Yeah. Broncos in the huddle. They bring in an extra offensive lineman, Matt Peart. Donald Torbert just made that announcement to the Raiders defense. 1st and 10. They're just outside the red zone. Toss play left side. Javonte Williams, and he's tracked down from behind by Crosby. Came like a heat-seeking missile down the side, and he got him down at a 2-yard loss back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, they absolutely need this right now. This defense, Jason, they need to get off the football field. Hold the Broncos down to a field goal try. The Broncos are steadily trying to wear this time down, take it out as much as they can.
Yep. About to be the 8th play of a drive for the Broncos. 16-13. About to tick inside of 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Williams, the tailback to the left of Nix, raises his leg, gets the ball. Again, the tunnel screen out to the right. They're out there for Mims, and Crosby's got him again. Darnay Holmes, Link, got his hand in there to spin him around, so he slowed Mims and forced him to go back outside, but Crosby got such a good jump, and he dropped him for a loss of 4.
Yeah, Mims did a good job. Here's the thing. You have that initial penetration from your defensive back, and that disrupts everything, disrupts the timing, and then Max Crosby comes to clean up. Good job.
That is back-to-back tackles for loss for Max. He's got 3 in this ball game.
Come on, guys. Cover the middle of the field. Come on. Take it away. You know where they want to go.
And you know where they've gone.
Absolutely.
And an empty set, 5 left on the play clock. Nix gets the snap. It's 3rd down. Raiders bring 5. It's thrown. It's batted. Incomplete. Trayvon Merrick came with a blitz around the corner, and the safety got his hands in the air. Lanky batted the ball so far down the line, it almost went out of bounds on the sideline.
Well, you needed that. It still going for a quick route to get them closer for the field goal try. Don't know if he would have got the first down if he completed it, but good job by Merrick.
So they do get a 3rd down stop. And so Will Lutz, who was hit today from 38, from 53, and from 54, will try a 45-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Good snap, good hold. They spin the laces. The kick is up, and it is good. So for the 3rd time this year, Will Lutz has 4 field goals in a game. But the Raiders down still just 1 score. Broncos 19, Las Vegas 13. Timeout on the field with 12:05 to go. You're listening to Raiders football.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community 1 cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high quality, made from scratch, gooey, melts in your mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
At Bank of Nevada, we believe business banking is like football. It's about doing the little things right. Our local team of financial experts is here to coach you every step of the way to help you tackle your business goals. With our comprehensive range of tailored banking and financing services, we equip you with a winning game plan for your business. Bank of Nevada is proud to support the Las Vegas Raiders and proud to support your business growth and success. Discover the winning strategy by visiting bankofnevada.com. Bank of Nevada is a division of Western Alliance Bank. Member FDIC.
At Smith's, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Raider Nation, JT the Brick here. Pizza Hut's original stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. This OG is topped and stuffed with almost 1 pound of cheese. It's the crust that's been converting crust deniers into crust lovers for over 2 decades. At just $13.99, our large original stuff is topped with your favorite one topping served with hot, delicious melted cheese on top and inside the crust. Now at all Las Vegas Pizza Hut locations, availability charges and minimums vary. Pizza Hut is a proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
12:05 to go in the ball game. Raiders trailing the Broncos 19-13 alongside the Pro Bowler Lincoln Kennedy. Jason Horwitz, happy to have you back with us. They have forced the Broncos to kick 4 field goals, and the only touchdown today for Denver was on a short field. They were set up inside the red zone after a Gardner Minshew interception to Brandon Jones. And now the Raiders have a chance. The defense has played well. Again, the only points, the only touchdown off of a turnover is Lutz. A line drive kick to Laube, and again, they saw him kick a 59-yard return.
Oh, yeah.
So they are not letting him touch the football again.
It's smart. I mean, with the offensive struggles that the Raiders have had, you put them deep. You make them play. You're not going to give them a freebie by a play like that. Laube was able to return that kick, set them up in great position.
A Denver drive, by the way, 10 plays for 26 yards. Took 4 minutes off the clock.
Well, this is in the central drive. Gardner Minshew has got to get back on track with this offense. They've got to move the ball. They've got to protect their defense.
He is 3 of 6 for 24 yards and an interception here in the second half. He is under center to start this drive at the 30. The ball's on the left hash mark. He moves Tucker out to the left side. Snap to Minshew with some play action. He settles. He throws. Looking for Tucker. Comes back to the ball and makes the grab at the 41 on a diving catch. In front of McMillan, he came back to the football and picked up 11 yards and a first down.
Now, I know they're professionals, but was it me that did that look hard and difficult? A little more difficult than you wanted. The type of turnaround catch to come back to the football that way, good job. You got to make it a little bit easier. Give him a chance to run after the yards. You need extra yards.
Now, the ball was placed where it was supposed to, though.
And maybe I'm just being overly critical. It happens every now and then.
Tucker does have 3 catches today. Second straight week, he's got 3 grabs. Minshew gets Myers in motion into the backfield. They hand it off to Abdullah, who runs right into the arms of Cody Barton. And they'll bring him down for 2 yards. They have run the ball. I'd say they've run the ball decently today, Link. The Raiders today have 15 carries, including the 2 for Gardner Minshew, and they've run for 65 yards, which puts them over 4 yards a carry. On the year, the Raiders are looking at less than 3 yards a carry, so they've run the ball much better today.
And they're not doing it with the normal host, the normal crew, so that's good. Other guys getting chances to shine today.
You hear the chant of "Let's go Broncos" here inside of Allegiant Stadium. Raiders trying to quiet the road visitors that have made the trip to Vegas. Minshew, quick throw. No, he hasn't pumps. He rolls to the right. He's hit as he throws near side, and he airmails it for Jacoby. Myers was out right at the 50. The ball went over Antonio Pierce's head, 4 yards into the sideline, and it'll be 3rd down and 8.
You know, those types of plays scare me because he's throwing on the run. And that ball drifted downfield. All you have to do is once you break the line of the pocket, is throw it to the line of scrimmage. Get the line of scrimmage. And Minshew fell kind of awkwardly.
Yeah, Malcolm Roach tried to get him, and he jumped to make the throw. And so he kind of landed funny on his left foot.
Yeah.
Raiders still in the huddle here with 12 on the play clock. Now they clap and they break. Ramel Keaton on the field. Just the 3rd or 4th play of this game. He split out wide left. Brock Bowers on the right side of the line. 2 on the clock, 1 on the timer. They get the snap. Minshew backpedaling, looking, throwing, looking downfield, and it's incomplete and a flag. Jakobi Meyers, the intended receiver, inside the Broncos 40. He was trying to come outside, but Jaquan McMillan was there, and there are 3 flags right where the ball fell to the turf.
Well, you'll take it.
Pass interference. Defense, number 29. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
McMillan never did make a play for the football. He had his back towards the quarterback. So, again, just like it happened to the Raiders earlier, it's an easy call.
Yep. 5th penalty today on the Broncos. That's a long one, and that's a big one because it puts the Raiders in field goal range. It is a 22-yard penalty against Jaquan McMillan. The Raiders today have only been flagged for 3 penalties for 34 yards. Turner motions right to left. Minshew pumps out that way. He tries to take off up the middle, and he's sacked up the middle at the 39-yard line. He was brought down, and Yoma Uwazurike, just the 3rd game he's playing all year, and he's got his first career sack.
They occupied all of the offensive line, and they even kept some people in there to help block, but it wasn't enough. Minshew came off of his initial progression because the Broncos took it away, the short routes. They're going to make you throw it intermediate or long. Minshew has got to realize that in the 4th quarter.
Broncos came into the day with 39 sacks, most in the NFL. They blitz more than anybody else in the NFL, and it's a 2nd and 13. Minshew out to the right side, and he left it short of Abdullah at the 35, and a late flag that was thrown from the secondary. Jakobi Meyers was on the turf. We're going to see if this is against Denver or the Raiders, and it's going to be against the Raiders.
Jakobi Meyers didn't get away with a push-off. But Minshew's got to have that ball. If you're going to take that check down, you got to get it out to him.
Yeah, he's made some bad throws in the second half.
Pass interference. Offense number 16. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second half.
And by the way, the reason that Sean Payton accepts this penalty is because it was 3rd down and 13, but you'd be looking at a 55-yard field goal if you get nothing.
Right.
You push them back because now you're completely out of field goal range back on the Broncos' 48-yard line.
So here's the thing. The philosophy is you don't have to get all the yards back with this play, but make it manageable. So make it a manageable 3rd down. You need to get at least 10 yards, 10, 15 yards.
Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, both with their hands on the turf to the right side of the offensive line. 2nd and 23. Minshew, he's got Bowers. He throws it high and almost picked off. Again, he had him open. He's streaking towards the left side of the field, Link. He's open, but he leads him so far, it hits Bowers' outstretched hand and almost picked off by McMillan.
Now, Gardner's getting in a little bit of a panic mode because he had a wide open receiver running down the right side of the field and refused to look him off. Tried to take Bowers on the crossing round, just a bad throw. 2 bad throws in a row. He's got to settle down.
He is 4 of 9 in the second half. He had a great couple of drives. He has had a pretty awful second half.
Now you expect the Broncos to play deep zone, keep everything in front of them, not behind them. Rush 3 or 4 at the most.
3rd down and 23. Minshew's backpedaling. They throw 4 over the middle. He's got Bowers at the 40. He gets down to the 35. He's spun down right there by Brandon Jones. So they do pick up 13 to at least give Daniel Carlson a shot at a 53-yard field goal.
You know, and what comes into view now, Jason, is because you'll be limited with the amount of possessions you get on offense. You've got to make the best of them. So after that pass interference, the one that got them down on this side of the field, they're able to do well to put themselves back in a position, but it's still going to be a long field goal.
Yes, it is. Carlson has hit twice going this way from 34. This 54-yard field goal attempt is presented by Smith's. Fresh for everyone. Officially a 53-yarder right between the hash marks. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up. And it is good. Carlson capitalizes on his 3rd field goal of the ball game. And it's back to a field goal game. Broncos 19, Raiders 16. 8:59 to go. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Network.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Raiders football is brought to you by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Experience world-class gaming at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Must be 21 and over to enter. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. Forts Water, the official water of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Karma Automotive, the official luxury EV vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Kaloa Rum Company. Taste the spirit of aloha. Kaloa Rum, the official ultra-premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Drink responsibly.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kaloa Rum, the official ultra-premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kaloa Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kaloa Rum, the official ultra-premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Tim Cates back inside the Silver and Black Studios with the scoreboard update brought to you by Shift4 Payments. Experience the future of payments with Shift4, the official payments partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to learn more. Fourth quarter in Seattle, the Seahawks have added to their lead with a field goal and an interception return from Kobe Bryant, 69 yards for the score. Now 13-3 out in front of the Cardinals. And Green Bay Packers have extended their lead, now up 14 on the 49ers. It's a 24-10 lead for the Packers. Back inside Allegiant, Jason Lincoln, guys.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. We got a field goal game here, which makes it the closest game going of the three games that are in action. Raiders and Broncos, 19-16, and 7-play drive, 35 yards, 3:06 off the clock, a 53-yard Daniel Carlson field goal. Scoring drive brought to you by Sports Water. Hydrate with a superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Show your Raider Nation pride. Get your Raiders Sports Water today. Available at your favorite retailer. Whistle blown. Carlson kicking off left to right. And he gets his entire body into this one to drive the Broncos all the way back, and they'll come out to the 30. Special teams has been great today. Carlson 3 for 3. A.J. Cole is down to punt at the 1. He has completed a pass for 34 yards. We had a Dylan Laube 59-yard kick return. Defense Link has played really well. They have given up field goals, and the only touchdown has come off of an interception.
That's exactly right. That's how turnovers play into it. It's really hard to overcome those turnovers, and especially Gardner in the last couple of plays, throwing into the ground. He's got to complete those passes. They need the momentum.
Yep. Well, he was coming off his best game of the year, 30 of 43 last week in Miami. They kept going all game long. They had a pretty good first half. Raiders had a season-high 13 first-half points. But it has been a struggle here in the second. Nix throws it out to the left side to McLaughlin. Gets a block. Had his team across the 30. And he runs into a pair of Raiders on the near sideline. Richardson and Harper at the 38. But those quick throws, Link, they haven't gotten a ton. But those extended runs goes for 8 yards.
What it does is it sets you up in a manageable situation. Second and third down. Short. And they've been potent with their run game. They're going to go quick here. So the Raiders can't substitute. But watch them use the wide side of the field now.
They got 3 receivers out to the wide side of the field. That's the right side of the field. Nix hands it off, up the middle, first down across the 40. John Jenkins gets on the back of the running back who carries the big man out to the 45-yard line. McLaughlin picks up 7, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos with 8:15 to go. Denver leading by 3.
That play is like an RPO where the quarterback has to read the defensive end. The Raiders lost contain. There was nobody over on the right side of the offensive line, so he hands the ball off to get the first down. But they were setting up that tunnel screen to the wide side of the field. Now they bring in extra beef with their extra offensive linemen to sort of keep running the football to wear down this time.
And they bring in the other running back, Javonte Williams, who has 7 carries for 0 yards. A pistol formation for Nix, who turns and he puts his hands in the air and calls timeout.
Yeah, they couldn't get the play off.
Yep. Now, TV is not taking a timeout either, so we'll keep it here and remind you that Raiders football presented by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Our producer Dave Smith just turns, hands me a card, just read things. One day, maybe we'll let Raider Nation Radio decide what we read one of these days. JT, you want to let that happen? JT's in the booth. He'll have the postgame show. He's sitting right behind us. I'm Ron Kennedy, Burgundy, Horowitz.
How many times have I told you put it on a teleprompter, he's going to read it.
Good news is I don't listen to Dave Stiff half the time anyway. 1st and 10 for the Broncos out of the timeout. Bailey starts out to the left, now motions out to the right, trips that way. Nix, the low snap, back to throw, steps up, open man is Bailey at the 50, cuts upfield 45 with a stiff arm, and he's out of bounds on the far sideline, 11 yards at the first down.
It's just too easy. You can't. I know what Jack Jones is trying to do with that style of defense, but you give that much cushion, it's just a pitch and catch for a first down.
Yeah.
That's too simple.
Yeah.
You got to challenge him.
And, the other thing, I know everyone's focused on Bo Nix, and he and Jaden Daniels and Brock Bowers, the 3 favorites for Rookie of the Year. But if you're a Broncos fan, you like your receiving core for years to come.
Absolutely.
Bailey, we haven't seen a whole lot of Franklin today, but he's their 4th-round pick, the speedster out of Oregon.
You got Mims out there.
Yep, you know what you have with Sutton. And obviously with your man Bo Nix, the 12th overall pick. Quick throw, near side. There is Franklin. Gets ahead of steam, and he's inside the 40, just outside the numbers to the left side. And again, it's a snap, it's a step, and it's a throw, and it's 5 yards.
5 yards automatically sets you up for second down and short, and now you are in a manageable situation where you still have your entire playbook available to you. If you're going to give that much cushion to protect the backside or protect the deep ball, they're going to take it every time. That's what they've been doing.
6:40 to go. Raiders can ill afford to give up a touchdown. Field goal keeps it a 1-touchdown game. Touchdown makes it a 2-score game.
They got to get a stop.
2nd down and 5. Nix letting the play clock go inside of 8. Now he brings a man in motion. That is Franklin. Snap. Nix settles, throws near side, and he throws it behind Bailey. Was looking for the back shoulder inside the Raiders 30 on the near sideline. Richardson was out there, and it's another 3rd down coming up for the Broncos.
Now they've got to find a way to win this. It'll be interesting to see what Patrick Graham calls here defensively. Do you play coverage? Because they're trying to open you up with they're bringing in their speedy receivers now. They're going to try to open you up, spread you out. But even a simple stop route or hitch route is going to probably give you a first down, so you've got to play tight.
Nix was 1 of 5 on 3rd down in the first half. Broncos are 4 of 7 on 3rd down in the second half.
Look how much room Jack Jones is giving Courtney Sutton.
On the far side, he's lined up 7 yards away. Mims is in the backfield. Nix is going to throw. Mims out of the backfield. Wide open at the 40. Near sideline 30. Cuts inside 20. Sideline 10. And he's shoved out of bounds by Polamalu inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
It's too easy.
We talked about it every time that the speedy receiver is in the backfield. They look for him, and he leaked out for 35 yards.
I'm not sure who had him in coverage because he was wide open in the flat, but he does the rest with his legs.
I think they spotted him out at the 2.
And now they bring in the beef. They're going to pound it. Ground and pound.
Two tight ends in. Check that. 3 tight ends in. Troutman, Atkins, and Kroll. And Atkins is lined up as a fullback to the left of Nix. Jaleel McLaughlin is inside of Nix, and Bo Nix is now just livid. He turns around and calls the Broncos' final timeout. Not sure what he's angry about with 5:32 to go. I don't know, Link, if he thought the play clock should have been reset. But either way, the Broncos are now out of timeouts with 5:32 to go. But they are set up with a 1st and goal at the 2. And if they put this in, they're going to be up by 2 scores.
And because they've had success running the football all day, I mean, not overly success, but they've had success running within 4 or 5 yards, it's going to be a tough down for the defense. As they bring in a little bit of, is that beef?
Yeah, they changed out the plays.
Yeah.
They take 4 guys out and bring 4 guys in. They'll add 2 seconds left to the back to the game clock, so 5:34 to go. Raiders still have all their timeouts. We'll see if that matters here coming out of this. Javonte Williams in. He's in the left side of Bo Nix, who's in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunch to the right. He rolls out to the right. He's looking to the end zone, across his body to the back pylon. It's caught. Touchdown, Courtland Sutton. He was streaking across the back of the end zone, and he got both feet down inbounds on the back right side. His 2nd touchdown grab of the day. And the Broncos, with 5:30 to go, are up by 2 scores.
They move the pocket for Bo Nix, allowing the offensive line to scramble to the right, extends the play as Courtland Sutton runs the back line of the end zone. He's wide open. It's an easy pitch and catch.
He got his right foot down. He got his left foot down. And so he beat to Cameron Richardson. So Lutz on to add the extra point. to finish off a 70-yard touchdown drive by the Broncos. The extra point is good. And Link, we have played 11 games this season, and for the 11th time this year, the Raiders are trailing by double figures.
Yeah, really unfortunate. It looked so promising in the first half, and then Gardner did not necessarily play well in the second half, those throws, but now it's absolutely essential. With 5:30 left, you got to get 2 scores. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Raiders.
Well, again, every game is different. Seasons are different. The whole thing. There have been a lot of teams that have made some interesting endings today. The Bears, Vikings, the Bears were down by double figures. They scored 11 points in the final 22 seconds of that game to send it to overtime. The Commanders today were down against the Cowboys. They what looked like would be a tie, Link, on an 86-yard pass, but then they missed the extra point, and then the Cowboys recovered the onside kick for a touchdown. So there have been some wild finishes today.
Well, anything's
Maybe
possible.
We got one here.
Anything's possible, but it has to have a big play. So don't expect the Broncos to kick it off to lobby. They're going to put this ball in the end zone, force your offense to make the moves, not give you the special teams.
Lutz approaches the tee. A high kickoff. This is not nearly as far. Laube is going to take a knee anyway. This only went 2 yards into the end zone, but he saw immediately that he was coming out, that he was going to a knee.
He was going, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so to the 30. Well, we were having the conversation, Link, here in the booth. You know, if you're Antonio Pierce, if you're Scott Turner, the interim offensive coordinator, Gardner Minshew has played a pretty poor second half. I know you're down 10. I know it's late in the game, but would you try to find a spark with Desmond Ridder? And the answer is no. Gardner Minshew's still out there.
Yeah, he's still out there. You got to let him finish the game.
He is 19 to 32 for 164, a touchdown and a pick. He is in the gun. He's got Abdullah to his left. Broncos come with 4. He settles. He throws near side. Myers gets away from the defender, cuts inside the second, and he's wrapped up on McMillan at the 35. So Jacoby's 6th catch of the day goes for just 5 yards. And the Raiders are quickly up on the ball. They've got to go fast. 5:13 to go. They do have all 3 timeouts. They've got to score twice. There's the snap. Minshew's looking to throw. Fires quickly. He's got Myers again. Makes the grab in front of Surtain. It's a first down on the near side to the 43-yard line. Inside of 5 minutes to go. And a first down for Las Vegas.
I'm going to tell you right now, if he doesn't put more zip on that ball coming out to number 2, Surtain, he's going to be a pick 6. He had a good jump on that last play.
Minshew looking over the middle. He fires near side. He's got Brock Bowers on an out route, and he steps out of bounds. He could not keep his feet after bringing him down with the catch, but he is into Broncos territory at the 48-yard line.
But you notice how Minshew has been so sheltered. He's turning to the right with his progression. He's only looking to the right. 2 receivers on the left don't even look to come back. You're making up your mind. You're either going to Myers or you're going to Brock Bowers, and the Broncos defense is aware of that. That's why they're playing tighter against those 2 players.
4 catches for Brock Bowers today for 38 yards. It's 2nd down and 1. The clock stopped because Bowers did get out of bounds. Broncos showing blitz. And here they come. Minshew's got a clean pocket. He fires across the field. It's caught. Turner being ridden down. Surtain finally gets him out of bounds. But all that momentum, great power. Turner is not big in terms of height, and he ripped that ball against his shoulder to keep it away from Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, Surtain was right there waiting as soon as he brought that ball in, was tackling him immediately. But it's still enough for a first down.
And now the Raiders are huddling up, Link. Now the clock is stopped at 4:38 to go because Turner got out of bounds.
Set the play clock to 25 seconds. We will start the clock on my signal. The game clock and play clock.
Yeah, so DJ Turner, he was out of bounds, but the forward momentum wasn't out of bounds. By the way, they missed the face mask on Surtain.
Yep.
Raiders have it on the Broncos 44. They are down by 10 with 4:30 to go. 3 receivers to the right, including Bowers in the slot. There's
2
the
deep
snap.
man under.
He's looking that way. He fires near side, and that ball might have been deflected, but it was well short of Myers at the 40. He had Bowers running deep over the middle. He chose the guy who stopped short, and it's 2nd down.
2 deep man under. Keep 2 high safeties. That prevents you from getting the long strike. But they're playing so much tighter because they have confidence. Their underneath coverage is taking those short routes away. Now your receivers need to win, need to create some separation. Doesn't matter who's out there. But also, Gardner Minshew has to trust his offensive line. They played pretty well today.
They have.
Got to trust them. Allow these to open up down the field.
It might be the best day the offensive line has had all year.
Totally agree.
DJ Turner was in the slot. Now he's split out wide right. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Minshew fires over the middle. He's got Myers inside the 20. He fired right down the seam. Myers jumped ball and made the grab right in front of Levi Wallace. And there is a flag back down where Minshew threw the football. If it holds, it's a 25-yard pickup.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense, number 40. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, the first down.
There was the blitzer, Justin Sternad, the linebacker who came up the middle. And again, Link, Amir Abdullah stood in the pocket and just kept Sternad from getting anywhere near Minshew.
And Amir's not a big guy, but he was just trying to hold on for as long as life to throw that little seam route to Jacoby Myers.
It's all the meditation that Amir does without shoes on before the game under the goalpost. He's got all the 9-year, 31-year-old, great stuff. Clock stopped, 4:17 to go in the red zone. They got to score twice, down 10. Turner now joins Abdullah in the backfield. Minshew fakes the handoff, throws the slant. He's got Myers inside the 10, straight into the 5, and he's thrown down by McMillan at the 5-yard line. Jacoby's having a day. 9 catches for 110 yards, and it's first and goal inside the 5.
Jacoby got inside the defender, and it was a well-timed blitz pickup. Gardner Minshew takes the slant route when he sees the linebacker come on the blitz. Good job.
They've moved quickly. This has been a fast drive. Minshew's got to throw. He rolls to the right. He's trying to find the end zone, looking for Abdullah, and he cannot get it to him, and he threw it out of bounds. Smart play, lived for second down. Sternad was in coverage. There was a lot of pressure coming from Cody Barton, the linebacker. It'll be second down and goal.
Yeah, just right on time. Vance Joseph brings a timely blitz to disrupt the offensive continuity on that last play. Gardner Minshew did a good job. Again, I don't like him throwing it downfield when he's trying to throw it away. Get the line of scrimmage, get it out of bounds. You don't need another interception.
Jacoby Myers, Link, his second largest receiving day of his career. 112 yards today against the Broncos. It is his 5th career 100-yard game. Can they get him in the end zone? He and Bowers are both to the right side. Minshew the snap. He's looking right. He throws into triple coverage and almost picked off again. He was looking for Bowers right at the goal line, and Jacoby Myers had gone to the back corner, and nobody went with him.
That's exactly right. You make up your mind early, and they know you want to go with the quick ones. That's where your tight ends are invaluable, especially this part of the field. But you're right. Had Jacoby Myers wide open in the corner of the end zone, didn't take it.
And Link, I know maybe it's because of that decision, but Bowers was surrounded by Surtain and Jones and Stern. I mean, there's no room.
Right.
So it's third and goal. Raiders need a touchdown and a field goal. 3:45 to go. They got all 3 timeouts left. 3 receivers out to the left. Broncos coming with a blitz up the middle. Minshew over the middle. Batted at the line. And it's 4th and goal from the 4.
Now you got to take the field goal because you need both.
Yep.
You need both. Yeah, just like I'd expected with Vance Joseph. He brings a blitz, disrupted, not going to give you a clean pocket to survey the field, and then clear the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Bowers was going to be the intended receiver, but again, you got to give all the credit in the world to the offensive line. I know Gardner is throwing the ball fast, but it's not because he doesn't have time. The offensive line has done a great job here today against the number 1 sack team in the NFL.
Came well prepared today, did a good job of picking up the blitzes and giving them time, and I know the interception was not the offensive line's fault, but I think they had their best day communicating.
22-yard field goal for Carlson is up and through. That field goal attempt presented by Smiths. Fresh for everyone. Carlson's 4th made field goal of the day, and it is back to a 1-score game. Denver 26, Raiders 19, and we'll keep it right here with 3:38 to go. Now the Broncos are out of timeouts. Raiders do have all 3 left. 2-minute warning. So again, they've got opportunity. They can get the ball back.
They got to get a stop.
But they got to get a stop, and they got to get a touchdown.
And they're going to have to play more aggressive between the sticks, because the thing is the Broncos are just taking those short passes and doing what you can, getting yards, getting out of bounds. Those quick throws. Bo Nix is not going to hold on to the football long. And he hasn't. That's why it's been hard to get to him.
Raiders scoring drive brought to you by Sports Water. Hydrate with a superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Show your Raider Nation pride. Get your Raiders Sports Water today. Available at your favorite retailer. 11 plays, 66 yards, and they only took like a minute 52 off the clock. Obviously, you would have much rather had a touchdown, and they had it 1st and goal at the 4, and then 3 straight incompletions. But they are within a score. By the way, we know with the new rules, you have to declare an onside kick. They have not done that as the ball has fallen off the turf. Or excuse me, off the tee to the turf. So Carlson will re-tee. Hey, listen, special teams has gone so well today. Why not try the onside kick?
You don't want to give him a short field.
Well, if they get 2 first downs, the game's over anyway.
I totally agree. But that's why you want to kick them deep, because you want to play that turnover game to change the field if you can.
It is re-teed. Mims and Smith waiting back deep in the end zone to our right. He drives the right leg into it. He's going to drive this one all the way to the back of the end zone. And Smith takes a knee, so he'll come out to the 30. And we pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Raiders football. So Bo Nix back out onto the field for the Broncos. 2 touchdown passes today, both to Cortland Sutton, who has gone over 5,000 yards in his career. He's the 11th Bronco to do that. He is the 3rd fastest in 92 games. And Bo Nix today has broken the Broncos rookie touchdown passing record for a season. Marlon Briscoe, the Oakland native, 1 year with the Broncos, had 14 back in 1968. On first down, Nix is throwing near sideline for Vele, and it's broken up. Great job by Richardson. He never looked for the ball, but he didn't hit Vele at the 45 until the ball got to the receiver. It's 2nd and 10 and no time off the clock.
That side judge was this close about to pull out that flag because Richardson did not turn around and find the ball. So good, no call for the Raiders' sake.
I mean, he got the hands on the chest right when the ball hit the hands. Down. Raiders do not have to burn a timeout. And if you're Sean Payton, you also know your defense has been great all year.
That's right.
So you think that they can hold up without giving a touchdown too. Nix in the gun. He's passing on 2nd down. Looks left, throws right. It's batted up in the air and almost picked off. Sutton was falling on the slant route. He batted it into the air, but Diablo was looking for the tackle instead of what would have been a pick six.
Scissors route between the receivers where they cross and pick the Raiders defenders. So Sutton's coming underneath. He tried to take a slant to him, but he had slipped, lost his footing, and as he was going down, that ball popped up in the air. Big opportunity for the Raiders defense. It hit his hands too. Jack Jones was out of play.
Well, you could not have gotten anything better than what you want right now. Raiders haven't had to take a timeout. They have only lost 12 seconds off the game clock. And it's 3rd and 10 for the Broncos. Nix is going to throw again. He steps up into the pocket. He pumps. He throws. Sutton. And it's broken up at the 35. Isaiah Polamau hit him in the shoulders. He wasn't going to have the first down anyway. 3rd down stop. That's as good as the Raiders defense could have played it.
Absolutely.
And they're going to get the ball back for Gardner Minshew.
It's a wonderful time to have a 3-and-out. It gives you your opportunity to come back and try to tie this thing up with a touchdown. It's uphill battle, but they've got to get off the field right now.
And they did just that. So Riley Dixon to punt it away for the Broncos. He kick it for the 4th time today. He gets the right leg into it. Turner angling to his left. He does have grass in front of him. Catches it at the 16. Cuts upfield 20. Stays on his feet out to the 24. And then he's brought down. So an 8-yard return. 3:12 to go. And all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for Gardner Minshew length. It's a 6-game losing streak for the Raiders. Their longest in 10 years. The Broncos have not won on the road in this series since 2015. A lot of different streaks on the line here for this final 3:12.
Broncos haven't won in Allegiant since it's been open, but this is a very, very interesting series for this offense, obviously with the situation being the way it is. The fact is that Vance Joseph likes to bring a lot of pressure in these instances. Looks like he wants to play this initial one safe. This man coverage still playing 2 deep, 2 high safeties, man coverage underneath.
Can they find Bowers? Can they find Myers? They move Bowers over to the slot on the left side. Minshew's looking that way. Here's pressure off the edge. He gets away. Out to his right. He pumps. Got to get rid of the football. And he doesn't. And Cody Barton brings him down at the 19.
And he's hurt.
And he's still down on the turf.
Oh, timeout. He's hurt.
And he is writhing. He is trying to get to his knees. His left arm is in his midsection. And they're going to stop this here with 2:57 to go. Now, we're not inside of 2 minutes, so they do not have to use one of their timeouts. He lost 6 yards on the sack, but he is holding his left shoulder, Lane.
You cannot take a sack in that situation. I know Gardner's trying to make a play, but when you're flushed out, get rid of the football. You know there are people behind you, and it's almost a turnover. It's an all-out blitz like I was talking about.
Yeah, he didn't, and his right shoulder went right into the turf, and
exactly.
he immediately grabbed for it.
Immediately held it.
It might be his left shoulder, Link, because it was his left elbow that went into the turf, not his right one, not his
Cody Barton
one.
was riding, the linebacker was riding him into the turf.
Yep. But as he's angling out to the right, so Minshew coming off the field, Link, it looks like he's fighting back tears as he's coming back to the sideline. He is holding on to his left hand, his left wrist, and in that position where you're worried about not moving the shoulder. So they will look at him, and Desmond Ridder comes on. He was brought in from the Cardinals practice squad at the end of October. He came in relief of Minshew late in the third quarter in Cincinnati. He was 11 of 16 for 74 yards, and he comes into a difficult spot facing a 2nd and 15 with 2:53 to go and the Raiders needing a touchdown. He gets the snap. Ridder steps up in the pocket. He's going to take off. He's across the 20. He angles to the left. He's brought down at the 22. So he picks up 3 yards. It'll be third down. He needs 12. And they're immediately taking Gardner Minshew back to the locker room here on the near sideline. So this is Ridder's game. There is not another quarterback on the roster. 2:30 to go. They haven't taken a timeout yet. Ridder's back to throw. He steps. It's hit the line. The ball's out. They call it a fumble, and Malcolm Roach is on top of it at the 18-yard line. Justin Sternad was back there. Nick Bonito might have been the one to knock it out. And the Broncos have a takeaway.
Recovered by the defense. First down, Denver.
No, just when we give the offensive line credit, it's just a 4-man rush. But the pocket collapsed, and Bonito came over Colton Miller and just reached out and took on Ridder's arm.
Any chance that ball's moving forward before it's tapped out of there by Bonito?
Well, I would challenge it. I'll be honest with you. If you're Antonio Pierce, just try the challenge to see.
Well, the problem is, here's the problem if you challenge it. You have the challenge. If you lose the challenge, you lose the timeout.
Well, I mean,
and it's fourth down, you're punting anyway.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The Broncos are up a touchdown. They can take a knee, kick a field goal, and this game's over.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. You got to challenge it, right? At least to see.
Yeah, just say why not?
We're not inside of 2 minutes yet, so it's not going to come from all turnovers. But we know that all turnovers are reviewable. So obviously that's our bad. So they've confirmed it, and Bo Nix takes over for the Broncos on the 17. It's a handoff to Javonte Williams. He's hitting the backfield. Tyree Wilson and Adam Butler. They stack him up at the 20, and now the Raiders take a timeout with 2:16 to go in a touchdown game. You know, and again, you and I have asked this question, and who knows the injury for Gardner Minshew, right? Aiden O'Connell, broken thumb, week 7 against the Rams. He's eligible to come back. So we didn't know who was going to be the starting quarterback after this game anyway.
Right.
That's a tough spot to put Desmond Ridder.
Oh, no doubt. And you know what? Here's the thing. Even though the offensive line, we were giving credit earlier, played well, they only rushed 4, trying to hold up at the end when guys just team back their ears, rushing the quarterback because they know you have to pass the ball.
You know, Broncos had 0 sacks in the first half. They have 4 here in the second half. Out of the timeout, an I formation. Burton in front of Williams. Nix is going to throw. He's rolling out to his right. He lost one to the far sideline, and he smartly throws it away. The Raiders were ready for it with 2:10 to go. And, you know, look, I understand the point of being aggressive if you're Sean Payton, but with 2:10 to go and the Raiders starting quarterback out of the game, he's in the locker room, why would you throw the football and not make the Raiders burn a timeout?
Just trying to catch the Raiders slipping. I think he feels confident in this position. Kick a field, go back up 10 to make it hard on the Raiders in this inept offense that we've seen all year. Can't really come alive in the last 2 minutes.
Well, the other part, too, for Bo Nix, again, in his young career, he had 4 interceptions his first 4 games. He's only got 2 the rest of the way.
Oh, he's taking care of the football.
Yep.
You see the game plan that Sean Payton has given him, and he's got tunnel screens, he's got quick outs, and the Raiders are playing so soft in their defense, it becomes easy.
I formation, the give to Estime. He's following Burton. Adam Butler yanking him to the turf at the 16. The Raiders take
another timeout.
They do not take their timeout. He lets it go to the 2-minute warning. So we have hit the 2-minute warning here inside Allegiant Stadium. Raiders down 26-19. The Broncos will be kicking a field goal from 33 yards out to try to go up by 10. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Non-stop flights from Las Vegas to Phoenix Mesa, Arizona. One way for as low as $38. Must be purchased by 12/7/2024 for travel between 12/21/2024 and 4/5/2025. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
How powerful is Cox Fiber?
Powerful enough to stream all my live sports actually live?
Yep.
Powerful enough to share my screen more smoothly?
You got it.
Powerful enough to keep my games online and my squad on top?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
Introducing Cox Fiber from the company with the fastest download speeds 9 years in a row. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Limited availability in select areas. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply. Analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence in Las Vegas, Omaha, Phoenix. Fixed median download speed Q2 2016 to Q1 2024.
Hey, Silver and Black, get ready and gear up for game day just like your Las Vegas Raiders. Because no matter your game plan, Ford has the SUV to match. Call any play with the ability to choose between 3 different powertrain options, like the do-it-all gas-powered Bronco and Explorer, or the innovative all-electric Mustang Mach-E, and switch it up with a dual-threat Escape Hybrid. Ford SUVs, the only SUVs tough enough for Raider Nation. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
So we are coming out of the 2-minute warning, and Will Lutz will be lining up a field goal to try and put the Broncos on top by 10 for a second time here in the fourth. They're up 26-19. If you're just joining us, Gardner Minshew, as the Raiders got the ball back, the defense forced a 3 and out after getting back within 7. Gardner Minshew took a sack on the first play, came down awkwardly on his left side, and he's gone back to the locker room. Later in the broadcast, we'll announce the player of the game, brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, last week, the go-to guy was Brock Bowers. This week, no questions, Jacoby Myers been the guy. 9 catches. He's got 112 yards, a Raiders career high, second most of his career, at 169 against the Jets while with the Patriots. If ever the Raiders can get a blocked field goal, this would be the one. Officially, it'll be a 33-yarder from the right hash. Lutz today, a perfect 4 for 4. Dixon puts it down, spins the laces. They didn't get the hand on it, and it's up and good. So with 1:56 to go, Raiders back down by 10. They do have 2 timeouts to go here, Link, but it'll be Desmond Ridder who will come back out to try and lead some type of comeback down the field.
Well, you got to be able to protect. Right now, these rush-ins for the Broncos are just going to take back their ears and go hardcore. They know you need to pass, so they're not even thinking about the run. It's meet you at the quarterback. Tackle's got to stand firm.
Broncos today, 4 sacks. All of them have come in the second half. And the turnovers here in the second half, an interception on an overthrow from Gardner Minshew. It led 2 plays later to a touchdown to Cortland Sutton. Yep. The fumble on the sack of Desmond Ridder led to a field goal. So 10 of the Broncos' 29 points have come off of Raiders turnovers. And, you come into this game like the Raiders came into this game last in takeaways. They don't have any today. Last in turnover margin, they're -2, and tied for last in turnovers.
It's usually hard to overcome, Jason, turnovers when you're down the turnover.
And the reason I bring that up, the only team to ever finish last in all 3 of those categories is the Cleveland Browns, when they went 0-16 and the next year drafted Baker Mayfield. As Lutz boots that through the end zone, so it'll come out to the 30. That was the 2017 Browns. They're the only team in the NFL to ever finish last in those 3 categories together. And, look, we got 1:56. We got Desmond Ridder. You and I are going to spend Thanksgiving together in Kansas City with our crew, and we'll have Black Friday for you, and who knows what's going to happen the rest of the way. But we'll see next week if we've got Desmond Ridder or if we've got Aiden O'Connell. He's coming back from the broken thumb, and we don't know the extent of the injury to Gardner Minshew. But it's Ridder out there in an empty set right now. Broncos jump. This is going to be a free play. No, they blow it dead. Because the Raiders jumped after the Broncos jumped, so it's going to be a free 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 15. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And the reason why it wasn't a free play, Jason, is because it was unabated to the quarterback, so you had to stop the play.
Yep.
Or get your guy killed.
Nick Bonito was credited with that sack and the strip fumble. So he now has 10 sacks, Link, on the year. He has sacks in 9 of their last 10 games.
Oh, he's been a force.
And he's the first Bronco with double-digit sacks in a year in 6 seasons. Ritter to throw, dumps it short, and he left it way out of the right of Abdullah, who had a lot of space.
Because he got hit right when he was trying to release the football.
Yep. The Wazirike was the one who hit him in the arm. He had a sack today, too.
You know, we don't know what the quarterback situation is, but you got to find a way to have at least 2 quarterbacks going into Kansas City next week. And after a relatively short week.
Well, Ricardo Bradley's on the practice squad.
Right.
Ritter out of the gun, 3 receivers to the right, including Brock Bowers. Colton Miller stands up. He's pointing at the blitzers who are coming off the edge, and here they come. Ritter's back to throw. He stares at the ball as he rolls out to the left. He throws across his body. Myers was open, but he threw it as his momentum was carrying him into the Broncos sideline. He could not put it into Jacoby Myers, and so it'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up.
It was an all-out blitz where the Broncos were bringing one more than the Raiders could protect. Ritter's got to, as a quarterback, he's got to assign the line protection to make sure that he has everything in front of him, nothing behind him. Very risky for that little rollout that he did, not to get sacked from the backside.
Yep. Yeah, he spun out to his backside.
Yep.
So 3rd down and 5. Raiders today, 3 of 12 on 3rd down. They have missed their last 6. Broncos bring 3 over the middle. It's caught by Tucker. He's sitting down at the 45. And Brandon Jones finally gets on top of him. He had rolled out to the 46, so 11 yards. Trey Tucker today has got 4 catches for 38, and they're back up on the ball. Raiders do have 2 timeouts, but they're trying to save him. Snap back to Ritter. This time Broncos bring 4. He throws it out to the far side. It's caught in Broncos territory. Tucker again, but it's inbounds at the 48-yard line with Surtain on top. Inside of a minute 20 to go. Raiders need to move fast. Down by 10. Again, weird things have happened today, but they got to score first. Ritter looking to throw. Pressure from behind. He comes to the near side. He's got Tucker in space. Near sideline 40. Tucker to the 30. Cuts inside. And he's brought down at the 20. And now Antonio Pierce takes his 2nd time out of the half with 59 seconds to go. And you'd love to tell Trey Tucker, you got space. The rollout worked great. I'm glad you got the extra 7 yards. But cut outside to get out of bounds. Don't cut inside.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. You want to save that timeout. You've got to be more aware of the situation to football. But Antonio Pierce has 2 timeouts in the hole. He uses 1 year.
When I said weird things happened today, again, Chicago scored a touchdown, got an onside kick, kicked a field goal, scored 11 points in the final 22 seconds to send the game with Minnesota at Soldier Field to overtime. Washington lost because their kicker missed 2 extra points today, including one with 22 seconds to go, which would have tied the game. So who knows? 60 seconds even. They added a second on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Trey Tucker has got him down here. They're at the 20-yard line.
All-out blitz.
Here they come. Ritter sees it, throws. It's batted down at the line again. It falls incomplete. Yeah, you're right. That might have been picked off.
That would have been picked off. Linebacker went right into that line of sight for that slant route. That would have been an interception.
I don't know if that was Sternad again or if it was Jonah Jackson. But if that was Sternad, no, it was closer to the line. Jonah Jackson got his hand in it. But Sternad, to your point, Link, was the one who was looking to intercept that for a touchdown.
Yep.
Raiders have outgained the Broncos today, 358 to 325. But they're -2 in the turnover category, and that has been the difference. 10 points off of the turnovers. Ritter to throw. He escapes the pocket, out to the right. He's looking downfield, and he smartly gets rid of the football into the sideline. Brandon Jones, who had the interception early in the 3rd quarter, was given chase. And so now 49 seconds to go. Again, the Raiders do need a field goal and a touchdown. 3rd down and 10 coming up from the 20-yard line.
So would you take the field goal now?
No, I don't.
Try for an onside kick. You're under a minute.
I understand the point about the time, but no, because you only have 1 timeout left anyway. So
we need 2 scores.
You need 2 scores. Brock Bowers slot to the left. Ritter turns right, throws to Myers, trying to cut outside. He dives to the 10, and it'll be interesting where they spot him. He says he's got the 1st down. The officials say he doesn't have the 1st down, and the clock is ticking, and the Raiders got to go. 35 seconds. They're waiting for a spot. They didn't give him the 1st down. 4th down and 1. 30 seconds. Raiders are out of the shotgun. Ritter's going to throw. He pumps. He takes off. He's got to get to the 10. He dumps it. He's got a completion at the 5 to Tucker. He's hit moving forward.
Give him the touchdown.
Nobody's marked him.
Nobody
The clock
said anything.
is running. There's nothing run. Nobody has signaled. There's 18 seconds to go, and there is not a signal. There's no touchdown. The clock is stopped, and the officials have not said anything yet.
The side judge over the side of the ball where it came down hasn't even signaled yet.
We're going to need a major explanation here from Ronald Torbert.
That ball broke the plane. That should be a touchdown.
Ruling on the previous play of a touchdown is under further review.
Oh, they did.
So they gave him a touchdown, but there's nobody over there to say whether it was a touchdown
that's
or not.
That's what I'm looking at. The side judge who's looking at the line, the goal line, and doesn't make a signal the entire time.
He's not in it. Like, that's not going to be a touchdown. And the worst part about it. So Ronald Torbert said they called it a touchdown. Nobody on the field threw their arms up in the air. The players didn't know. We clearly didn't know. This is not going to be a touchdown. His left elbow is down, and the ball is not on the goal line.
Yeah.
And on top of that, because the clock is stopped, and it shouldn't have been, this is going to trigger a 10-second runoff, which is going to make Antonio Pierce burn his final timeout.
That's exactly right.
The one thing I'm frustrated about, again, we're down by 10. This is going to take a miracle. I would have thought replay would have stopped to see whether Jakobi Meyers got the first down.
I would have expected a signal from somebody. I mean, there was nobody. They didn't even say that the play was down. They just put their hand up and ran towards the football. Everyone was looking around for a call to be made, including us.
And here's Ronald Torbert.
After further review, the runner's elbow was down with the ball short of the goal line. It will be Las Vegas's ball, first and goal. Las Vegas has elected to take a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff.
Yep.
That is their third and final charge timeout of the half.
By the way, Jakobi Meyers diving for the first down wouldn't have stopped the clock.
No.
So that part of it doesn't matter. It only matters in that the Raiders weren't even sure because they could have spiked the football.
Yes.
Because if he had the first down, you could have spiked the ball with about, 40 seconds?
It would have been at least that. All the time that was 1 hour we were waiting for a signal to go.
So,
now, how
ball
do they have
is inside the 1.
Broncos are in goal line defense. It means they've got all their beef stacked up, man on man.
And the Raiders have not gone under center in this situation all year, and they're not right now either. They've got Desmond Ridder, who is in the shotgun. He has led this drive.
Now you got Brock Bowers one-on-one with Surtain at the top of your screen, right?
Yes, you do.
Be careful. Be careful.
Ridder's out of the gun. He is going to throw to the other side for Meyers, and he overthrew him over his outstretched right shoulder. He was open. He had beaten Levi Wallace to the right. That would have been a touchdown if it was thrown a little bit shorter. Instead, it's second down and goal inside. And again, I realize you're out of timeouts. We've seen this all year. Inside the 1. Remember, they've run Abdullah out of the shotgun and he fumbled. Can you not put your quarterback in Jackson Power Johnson's butt, snap it, and jump the ball over the goal line?
One would think, right?
Every other team in the league is doing it, and we are not. We are in the shotgun with Ridder on second and goal from the 1. He's throwing again. Looking right. Hit from behind. He is sacked. The ball is in his arms. He didn't lose the football, but the clock is going to run inside of 7, 5, 4, 3, ball game.
Got to be aware. If you're Ridder, you got to be aware of that backside pressure. Vance Joseph has been lighting you up since you came in, and that backside blitz blindside is a dangerous one.
The Broncos' 5th sack of the second half ends the game where the Raiders could not punch it in from inside the 1-yard line.
Second time it's happened this year.
Again.
Yep. It's a shame. It really is. And it hurts my pride as a former offensive lineman that we have to go shotgun from the 1-yard line. You don't have enough beef to move those guys back 6 inches?
No, they did today. I thought the offensive line, again, they gave up a lot of sacks late.
Yeah, in the second half,
Yeah, they gave up a lot of sacks late. But the Raiders fall for a 7th straight ball game to fall to 2-9 on the year. The Broncos win for the first time inside Allegiant Stadium. And they snap what had been an 8-game road losing streak to the Raiders with a sack and a 29-19 road win here in Las Vegas. Final numbers, Raiders outgained the Broncos 369 to 325. They ran the ball better today, and I know the numbers aren't big, 69 yards rushing. But, Link, that's on 16 carries.
Okay.
Which, for the Raiders, is over 4 yards a carry. That has not happened a ton this year. Maybe twice, maybe 3 times.
You're right.
So that was better. They did not give up a sack until early in the third quarter. Gardner Minshew left late in this ball game with an arm, shoulder injury. We're not sure exactly what it is, but he went right back to the locker room. And the Raiders today